Yeah, yep. It happened again. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Studio 44. 6 o'clock. I'm signing on in just 5-10 minutes. I'm going to have to get over there and feed my damn dog. I thought I was going to be on hours ago. My wife's having trouble with her car, so I had to hitch a ride home. She took my car to work and blah, 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 blah. But luckily, once again, you don't just have to listen to me moan and groan for the first round of voting for the 2024 Stadium of the Year contest. Once again, we have our good buddy Sewell21 in the house to help out. Sewell, how's it going, boss?
Good. How about you, man?
Oh, just.
The usual technical difficulties.
Well, finally, the technical part's working. It's all the other shit that gets
true.
in the way. And then I realized I have to set all this up because I was dealing with the car and I forgot the thumbnails and some of the thumbnails didn't transfer over, so I had to start over. It's a mess, but, well, instantly we have 3 viewers. Hello. Like I said, we're going to start some home run derby. Sewell posted a new bracket. Well, it's the same pairings and the same, results. Everything's the same, but it's in a different bracket format, a different website. He sent a link to the Discord. So when we do decide when voting ends, we'll update the bracket and you guys will be able to see it online via that link. So check out Sewell's Discord for that link for the 2024 Stadium of the Year contest. We're starting round 1. So did you figure out how to do home run derby between us?
I did, but it says we can only use MLB stadiums to do it. So,
all right. So I guess I'll just Ricky Davis League it up. So I want to save the big one for last. So I want to save Scotty and Young Gun for last. But other than that, who can we start with? Basically, the idea is I'm gonna do a home run derby, Ricky Davis League guys, which means I better upload my guys.
I think we can just start with J-Disc and Big Impact. Just kind of start from the bottom, or start from the top and work our way down to the bottom.
Okay, perfect. Just skipping over Scotty and because we need to hang on to those 2 as long as we can. I can't believe we're losing one of those right away. Right away, we have 2 members of the Stadium of the Year contest, Braves fan and Doug, who is Fresh 1X. Hello, how's it going? Up to 8 viewers already. Nice. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm so sorry we're late. Of course. Oh, well, 3 to 5 o'clock. I don't got anything going on today. I'll be on no problem. Yeah, how did that work out?
It's not even 3 o'clock here yet.
Well, there you go. Hey, I did it.
we didn't say what time zone.
That's right. I didn't say. I probably did say Eastern Standard Time, didn't I?
I think you did. But gloss over that.
Damn it! I thought I had an out there. All right, so I need to download the first 2 stadiums, and then I will post the poll, and voting will be live. We need some people to get in the chat box. We need people in there to say hello. Jason Moore, my arch enemy right now, going up toe-to-toe against his Concourse Park. But, yeah, we need some chat box chatter going on so we can see when we want to end the vault. Again, I would like to let it simmer. I would like it to let it bathe in the moonlight, as Michael Jackson would say, and this is it. But
I mean, we could always just do it a week at a time too. That's usually what I do for my showdowns.
Okay, that's not bad. All right, so
if Tuesdays or Mondays or Tuesdays are working for you, that's when I'm off, or I don't have to worry about work.
Before
work.
Tuesdays are definitely good. My wife's off every other Monday.
Okay.
And then
I have to work next Monday anyway. My schedule's a little different because it's Martin Luther King, so I have to work.
Oh, okay, yeah. So every other Tuesday, or every Tuesday, my wife does not work, or she does work. So.
Okay, yeah. Let's plan on that then.
Okay, good, Jason. I'm glad you're ready for a stream. This is a big stream. This is Home Run Derby to activate, in a sense, the poll to start off the official voting of the 2024 Stadium of the Year contest. Stadiums are going home a week from today, or a week from tomorrow.
See, Jason wants to know, he says, Phil, which one of us is the Vader to the other's Luke?
That's a good question.
I feel like you're the Vader. I don't know why.
I'm the one who went around slashing younglings.
I didn't think about it that way. I just figured you had the Moonshot Casino. You're out there
That's true. I am out in
taking all those
space.
planets.
Just Jason, the young farm boy who's trapped, who wants to get out there and seek adventure. J Disc is wait, is that who it is? J Disc.
It's J-Disc and Big Impact for the first
Okay,
first matchup.
so it's Coca-Cola Park.
I did post a link in the Discord too, where it'll bring you to a website where you guys can check out the bracket at any time and kind of follow along with what's going on.
Awesome, thank you for that. Gonna have to put on a cup of coffee. Yeah, Jason Young. It's gonna be a long time. We're putting you towards the end, bro. We got to savor your two stadiums, and if I remember, I have to go pretty deep in the vault to find.
Yeah, that's the main event. That's the big bout everybody comes in for.
Oh my God, that one. I don't know how people are gonna pick. I already have my choice in my head.
I'll have to see him again. I'm not sure. I think the second biggest matchup, like the undercard fight's got to be Carmen's Dad and Goppers Gaming. I'm curious to see how that one's.
That's a big matchup. I feel like
Mo and Braves fan. There's a lot of good matchups here actually.
All right, there's. I guess we can save over Aloha. Did I upload that? Hold on, let me pick another one. I just want to make sure that one's there. We'll get rid of Hollywood. Okay, so now we go to Home Run Derby, and here it is, folks. The start. One more look at these stadiums.
Jason says he's actually a farmer.
Really? Okay, all right. I guess I
knew my feeling.
I guess I got to be Vader. The problem is Vader loses in the end.
The force on that one.
Luke blows up the Death Star.
Yeah, that doesn't bode well for you.
All right. Let's go. Fuck Leroy Tillman. We'll start it off with the big gun here.
I like how I have my setup so when I look to my left to look at the chat, it looks like I'm looking at the chat on stream.
Yeah. But it's things, if I look at my computer, it looks like I'm looking off the computer. I need to move my computer over here. Right? No, because I got the webcam up on my second monitor.
Oh, okay.
Okay, where is it? Well, I guess we'll start with Big Impact. It's right there. What do you think? 2 minutes? Do you think 2 minutes is too short?
I can do 2 and see how it goes. We can always adjust as we go. But
I usually do
4 minutes is a bit much.
Yeah, I usually do 3, but I mean,
we didn't have
with 29 stadiums and.
I was gonna say, well, we're only doing 26.
Oh, what just happened? I don't know. I keep seeing all these articles about, big changes are coming to MLB The Show, big changes, and I don't read them, and I'm just not sure if anything really applies to us.
No, it's nothing to do with Stadium Creator. It's all about the big thing is like, we're not going to do seasons for Diamond Dynasty, so when you get a card, you're going to be able to use it the whole year. They don't just go away after whatever and start all over. Yeah, so we're doing. Technically, we only got 26 stadiums to do today.
All right, we don't want to
3 buys.
We don't want to hit with the buys to show what we're up against.
Yeah, I mean, are we going to do this for the second round too? We can just do it for fun.
Well, eventually, if we get it down to a few enough, I would like to record and highlight. Do it you style.
Okay.
DJ Jackson hitting the ball. See, up in all these different layers. The little home run layer. Ooh, dude almost took one off his face. But the different home run layer and hitting balls off signs and these little kiosks and then the laser ribbon way above that. Just stinks because Darrell doesn't usually get on till later, and now here he is. Maybe we should have thought of that.
Yeah, look, this is inadvertently a pretty good home run derby stadium. Especially in right field. You got some rooftops to hit.
Yep, some trees to hit the balls into. That's always fun. Trees and bushes and stuff.
I like how he's got the seats up above the restaurants up there, like that standing room area.
Yep, above McArnold's.
Yeah, McArnold's.
DJ Jackson goes to center.
I don't know why that makes me think of like Arnold Schwarzenegger's restaurant. Welcome to McArnold's.
Get the Big Mac. Come on.
Should have put a helicopter on the roof. Get to the chopper.
Oh, Arnold.
What's the one next to it? Does it say? Is it a deli?
Let me see if I can pull it a little bit more. Get over there. Get over there.
Your timing's too good.
If I always try to pull it too much, I hit him foul.
Yeah.
See, there it goes.
Pitch, though.
And then the sculpture in center field is going to draw your attention. I like his use of that building. He said he wanted to incorporate it somehow, but never knew.
Oh yeah, I don't think I really ever used that building either.
Because it is a unique building. It does have a cool look with the pillars, and so I've seen other people go for different views.
I always tend to gravitate towards the turn of the century buildings because they just don't take up that much memory.
There we go, Del Mar something. Eh.
How old is DJ Jackson supposed to be? Is he old because he looks old?
DJ, I probably.
He's got that Frank Thomas stature to him.
He's been early to mid 30s since 1987.
Okay. He's coming down. He's past his prime, is what you're saying.
Him and Steve Stewart have homered in the same game about 894 times.
All right. I don't know if it's just me, but it looks like he's been hitting at McArnold's.
Yeah, he's a big. Listen, he's a big guy, but he moves well. He's like a 70. He's fast.
Really?
He's a swing and miss guy. He's one of those guys who thinks he can steal bases just because he's fast, but he can't. Like Bernie Williams. Bernie Williams was super fast, but he was not great at stealing bases.
Yeah.
There's more than just being fast to the art of stealing the base. Now in left field, that doesn't look right. The slab sticking through. What happened there?
Uh-oh. Do we have some lose to the prop glitch?
Oh, I know. I don't know. That's not cool for big impact for that to come through. That must be some kind of glitch. That shouldn't. I don't remember ever seeing that in showcasing the stadium.
Yeah, I don't either. I think he might have lost one of the lazy rivers. I think it's supposed to be one more on top there to complete that wall.
That could be. He did that good. He did that well. It looks really sharp out there in left field outside of the stupid thing that just disappeared on him.
Yeah, I like the use of that laser ribbon right there, too. It looks pretty good in the middle of that wall.
Steve Stewart is
cool. Bomb City right there.
Putting home runs up into the highest. Oh, I wanted to reach those people up there. I wonder if I should have done this in arcade mode.
I told you, this is an inadvertently good home run derby park.
Yeah, so many layers. Like, layers on top of each other as opposed to, like, angled back.
Actually, I just noticed he lined the top of that wall with laser ribbons, too. That's pretty cool. Yeah, he used the laser ribbon as kind of like, I don't know if a fence or like a railing is the right word, but it turns out looking really good.
Yeah, the standing room only, it was a game changer for this mode. To see all those people... To see all those people
look so dead otherwise,
right? To see all those people hanging around the fences, watching the game. I mean, tell me this isn't exactly what would happen in a home run derby. Everyone would be lined right up against that fence.
Yeah, well, maybe. So, funny thing, I went to the home run derby in 2011 in Arizona, and they have a huge walkway from center to right, and they had staff making sure that nobody was standing there and that people kept moving.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure it was like a fire hazard kind of a thing.
Probably.
But, I mean, yeah, given that no staff was there and they didn't care, that people would be crowding around that field, or around the railings.
Now, there's an overhang there, right?
There's two of them actually. So center field, they have these little rounded balconies in center field. But the home run line goes straight down the center of them. So the outside half of the balconies that are towards the foul lines are home runs, but if you hit it towards the inside, they bounce back into play, and they're not home runs. It's really strange. Chase Field has some of the weirdest outfield dimensions I think there are in any stadium.
Yeah, they seem like unnecessarily quirky and like they're different. They jolt back and it can go up and then come back down and all this weird different stuff.
Yeah, the center field
around the bullpens.
Yeah, it's 407 to center, but the wall's like 20, 30 feet tall. But then there's also like pillars that are padded in the middle of it, so you get some really weird bounces and corners in there. And
I hear you, Jason. This is going to be a tough contest. Jason Moore says, how are we supposed to pick a winner in these matchups? Every stadium, I think, man, this one is so awesome. LOL. I'm with you. This is tough. Last year, we had, 9 stadiums, 11, something like that. This year, we more than doubled it up to 30. So some of these choices are just going to be impossible to make.
Yeah, that's going to be tough for sure. So that was Big Impact Stadium, right?
That was Big Impact Stadium, Yellow Rock. Let me see, Yellow Rock, what? Big Impact, he's in here someplace. Big Impact, Yellow Rock Park.
All right, now we're looking. The next one's going to be J-Disc 98.
Yep. His was Coca-Cola Field. Let's find a different. Is there a big right-handed power hitter on this team? Nope.
Well, if you're on arcade mode, I don't know how much it matters. You can just kind of pick a fan favorite.
Oh,
What
Twan
about
Rosen.
Chris Morales?
Twan Rosen. He's left-handed. I already got my
okay.
lefty.
Oh, you're trying to do a lefty and a righty? Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
So next up, Coca-Cola Park, and then I will make the first pair live for voting right on my YouTube channel. I've already pulled that up, and I have a poll starting. As we wait for this stupid thing to load up the created stadiums. We're looking for Coca-Cola Park. Did I miss it? I missed it. Nope. Is that it? Nope, that's Jersey Mike. There it is. This is J-Disc 98, the last entry of the stadium. Not to his fault, though. I did find him online. I emailed him, asked him if he wanted to join the contest. He said, heck yeah. And then before he answered me, before I read his answer, I closed off the entries. So I let him sneak in because that was my fault.
In. All right, looks like we're up to 9 people tuning in right now.
Yeah, we've been up and down. I've seen as many as, I think, 12 at some point. Welcome, everybody. We're playing in some stadiums that were entered into the Stadium of the Year contest. Twan Rosen hits one into a nice seat section of field level seating. And right next to that, you got all these umbrellas and bleachers, and that one went off an umbrella. Twan.
Yeah, you ever notice that, like, some of the umbrellas, they're basically trampolines. You just see the ball go.
Oh, really? They bounce pretty high?
Yeah.
Did you see the home run I hit yesterday in Ocean View? It hit the concourse and bounced into the waterfall.
That was right before I had to log off and go to work. Yeah, it was about 5 or 6 feet to the left, or it would have been a splash shot, right?
Yep, because it jolts back a little bit there.
It's a really good-looking stadium.
Twan Rosen's one of those guys where we simmed like 40 years into the future, made all the current Major League players retire, and then the team or the game generated some players. Ooh, I thought that was going to go in the fountain. It went up on the roof of those concessions. But yeah,
I think he's got the fountain in the back. Most people put it right in front, but I like how it's back there just kind of as a background element, kind of like Kansas City. Mm-hmm. And he's got the concourse. This is nice. I don't remember this stadium very well.
I'm not sure I ever showed it. I've shown quite a few from J-Disc, but I don't remember this one. I may have.
He was saving it for the contest.
I'm pretty sure there was one he said I never showed.
Okay.
Whoops.
It must be this one, because I don't remember this one very well. Like, this might be my first time seeing it.
Wow, 466, and it made it over the umbrellas. So it's a poke just to get him to those umbrellas. He's only going to come away with 10 home runs.
I like how he's got the the bushes back there too, in front of the falls. I think it looks good. Mm-hmm. A little greenery.
I don't realize how big those bushes are. You put those bushes up next to a person, and they're just as tall as a person.
Yeah, they're definitely a little out of scale, but when you use them in the right way, like, it looks really good.
I did not, Braves fan. I had a busy day today. He asked me if I checked out Immaculate Grid. It's like a trivia game, kind of. He told me about yesterday on the stream when I was playing some Ricky Davis League games. Schmitty! What's up, buddy? So Braves fan, I'm sorry I did not check that out yet. I'm definitely interested in checking that out. It could be fun. Coca-Cola Park on the brick over the facing of that upper deck looks really cool. This is an old Bucky Crozier stance. Onto the grass hill. I love hitting home runs onto the hills. I just wish we could show fans running after the balls like they do in Texas and what is it, St. Louis? Does St. Louis have one of those? Get up in that top deck. Get up there.
Ooh.
Off the front.
That was a pretty good bomb, though.
Bucky, I think, hit it here sign for Bless This Mess first.
Oh, yeah?
That'll be fun. Will Bless This Mess get hit when we do the home run? Will the hit it here sign be hit? But right field is a little bit more standard as far as a baseball stadium, though it does have like the 2 luxury sections and then the 2 decks on top of that. Very fun. Yeah. Right center field with a home run deck with a bunch of people on top.
Kind of reminds me of Target Field where you got the 3 decks, but they're all pretty close to the wall. They're pulled so far forward that, a lot of those layers are able to be reachable.
Right. Now that makes it more fun as a hitter, probably not as a spectator, because Yankee Stadium used to be like that, and they gave you the wrong angle. It was hard to see like the action right in front of you, and that's what they're talking about line of sight, because when they tilt things back and keep it further from the home run fence or from the out of play line, then you can see all those angles. But then everything looks a mile and a half away from you too. What in-play camera am I using?
I have been to the upper deck in Target Field where they got the seats are really steep, so no matter where you are, it's a great view. So they did get that right. And their second deck is really small. It's only about 10 rows.
Right there, Jason. Are you talking about? So after I hit it, right? You're talking about broadcast. That's where I'm at for there. So there they are, folks. Coca-Cola Field from J-Disc 98 and Yellow Rock Park from Big Impact. Which stadium do you like best? If you care to do so, you can go to my YouTube channel and vote very, very soon. Give me 2 seconds to get this going.
I know who my vote is for. I've got it picked out. I will not say it because I don't want to influence anybody one way or the other.
Wait,
I didn't even know you could change the in-play camera during the home run derby.
Yep, you can get different views. Do you have a different one in mind, Jason? Is there one that's better than another?
Braves fan says they have new ones each day, and you can play previous grids too. I don't know what that means. What is that for?
It's like a trivia game. Like they list a bunch of stuff, and then based on what they post, you have to talk. You have to name the player they're talking about. It seems fun.
Oh, okay. Jason says he doesn't have a camera in mind, but it's just not the one that he usually uses.
Gotcha.
Which one do you usually use? Isn't that we're using the default one, right?
No, I usually mess around. When I play games, I think when I'm hitting, I use broadcast. When I'm fielding, I usually use medium. Coca-Cola Park. All right, fellas. Yellow Rock Park from Big Impact or Coca-Cola Park by J-Disc 98. I'll make sure that my typos are corrected this time before I post them. The poll is now officially live, and we are now officially eliminating players from the 2024 Stadium of the Year contest. Who is up next?
Let's see. Let me pull it up here. We have Mo2179 and Braves fan. And Braves fans in the chat too.
Awesome.
Just a reminder too, the winner of J-Disc and Big Impact goes on to play Murph, who got the first round bye.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
They're taking on the defending champion, so I'm glad I did not have to get picked right away.
That's the way the cookie crumbled.
Yeah, if I somehow make it through the first couple rounds, I don't have to play Murph until the semifinals, assuming that he would make it there. I can avoid Murph for quite a while. And that's a good thing.
Yeah, that USS Kitty Memorial, amazing. Poll in community. Yes, community or posts. I noticed that sometimes it shows up as posts.
Yeah, someone said that too, and I've never noticed. It's always been community for me, but maybe it's like a version of YouTube that you're on or something like that. Android versus Apple. I don't know.
All right, here's what we're going to do. I want to upload this so I can delete it. That way I can go all the way to the end.
Okay, Jason Moore says he just posted the link for the Immaculate Grid in the SC Discord in the baseball talk section. I'll have to check that out later.
Oh, okay, great. Yeah. Good idea. I have it in my email too, so I'm looking forward to that. Who was it again? It was Mo and who else?
Brace fan.
Oh, yes, Braves fan.
Murph's in the chat. He says he's going to lose early. Well, you're making it past the first round because you're not even in it. So.
Right. For anyone who may just be joining us, there were 3 forced buys because of the amount of players that we have. So Sewell came up with the idea to give Murph the buy because he won it last year. So he's ranked 1. He get the first buy. And then Schmitty, who just said there's the defending champ, he earned a buy through the Wheel of Names as well as Sluggish Moth.
Yeah, on that wheel, his face just kept getting bigger and bigger as he getting picked. He just kept being more
Sure
Schmitty as the night went on.
Schmitty got a lot of FaceTime in that Wheel of Names. Schmitty, who's Schmitty going up against?
Yeah, who are you going up against, Schmitty? Oh, we don't know because it's going to be the winner of. Oh, if the first round, you might get him. You and Jason.
Oh, that's right.
You and Jason go against Schmitty. And then our other buy was Sluggish Moth, and that's going to be the winner of Texas Eggs and J Schiff. Or Jace Chiff.
He also comes up as Jace_155, I think.
Okay.
But he always tells me Jace Chiff. I think that's from changing YouTube or gamer tags and switching from Xbox to PlayStation in the same game and stuff like that. So that's why I'm a little nervous about changing my name over to Studio 44. There it is, Lake Blue Ridge Field.
Well, yeah, that'd be like if I changed me from Sewell 21 to Stadium Center. I don't know. I'm keeping it the way it is.
That should bring it up. We have seen Braves fan, right? He's been in and out so far. Oh, there he is right there. They have new ones you play each day. You can play previous grids too. Yep. All right. I think I've played a game or two in Braves fan Stadium. I think I kept the highlights. But I love this thing. Oh, I'm in most popular. That's why they're not popping up.
If I went by most popular, I only have one stadium in the most popular, and it was Willie Mays. I didn't even enter that in as an option. I couldn't figure out what to put in for the competition this year. I never know.
I haven't had a most popular since the second game of the series.
Actually, you know what my most popular download is by far?
Which one?
It's one you wouldn't think. But when you
Batter's Eye.
Yeah, Start Here Park.
Yep, Start Here.
That should have been Stadium of the Year right there.
Right? Well, you started that in 23, right?
Maybe. I can't remember. I think so. Start Here Park is actually it's a Murph Stadium. The Wizards.
I just noticed that, Braves fan. Congratulations on that. He said his Ocmulgee River Park is in the most popular. I just realized that because I was searching his gamer tag and I was accidentally in the vault, and that was the only stadium that popped up. So nicely done, man.
Schmitty B Gaming says he's on his third name change, but he's keeping it. Yeah, you're Schmitty VG in the ball, right?
Yeah. That's probably why I can't search by his gamer tag. What's going on here? Why can't I? Oh, I gotta save it. Save changes. Okay. Oh boy. Oh, it's 6:20. I gotta feed my dog. I'll do it after this. After this home run derby here.
You know what? I wonder. I don't know if I fed my dogs today at all yet either. They usually feed them at 2. Text my girlfriend. I mean, I remember showing Ogmulgee on I think it was back when it was Stadiums That Inspire still. Which that's another thing. I don't know what I'm doing. I thought about changing Stadiums Inspire, just calling those episodes Stadium Center, because that kind of makes sense. But I don't know. We'll see.
I think stadiums that expire is inspire.
Stadiums that expire, they're dead. Let's just say right there. Stadiums that expire now dead.
Stadiums that inspire is the perfect name because A, they give you ideas. B, it puts that jolt in your system to just get up and say, fuck this, I haven't done this in a while, I want to get up and do it. Because that's what Harrison Sawyer's channel used to do for me. I used to be at work being like, oh, I see all these stadiums, it's like, damn it, I want to go home and make some stadiums right now.
Yeah, man. What happened to Harrison Sawyer?
I know he moved.
Yeah, he moved to Colorado. I did see that, but then he just kind of stopped posting. I guess life, it's one of those life happens kind of things.
Yeah. What's happening here? All right, I need to go to Home Run Derby now. Man, I got like no sleep last night. I've wrapped up the stream early. I started earlier, and I got up to bed before midnight, but I didn't fall asleep till like 2:30.
Yeah, I got home. I got off work early last night. I got off at 4 instead of 6. I came home. I didn't go to bed right away, but I got up. I got probably got 4 or 5 hours. I'm good. Oh, I shouldn't be falling asleep on stream this time, like I did last time. I think I nodded off a few times.
You're forgiven. Up 28 hours.
Yeah. Ooh, the next matchup after this one's gonna be one of our big heavy hitter matches. It's Carmen's Dad and Gabri Gaming. If you want to do it right away,
We can get a big matchup early. Guillermo Vasquez, a big right-handed power hitter. Let's see if I can, or left-handed. I'm sorry. I think Sherman Mosby was on the White Sox. We'll get him in there. Yep, there he is. I think I have the right stance for Sherman Mosby in this game. Maybe you have to post pictures on Discord or something, Braves fan. Maybe you can find Charles, his Murph's Black Tower on PS5. Yes. You look in the vault. It's right there. That's the stadium I hit the Bucky Crozier home run with on that little experimental clip I posted yesterday. I think I'm going to do more of that. Just create clips and, just send them off to YouTube land. And you guys can check them out real quick and be reminded of a fun little stadium without having to hear me drone on and on and on and on.
Yeah, that's the one thing I don't really do is I don't really show highlights in parks because I'll be honest, I don't play in the stadiums. I don't even play the game. Stadium creators like all that really exists to me. Home Run Derby once in a while, but
now this stadium has all the pools in left. That fun little corner that I just keep raving about. I don't know why I love it so much, but I do. The custom-made steps.
The staircase there, yeah.
Yeah, all these little kiosks and stuff inside the park, and a beautiful city. One of the best cities, if not the best city.
It's a really good skyline. It looks really nice from behind the plate there.
I've yet to play a game or Home Run Derby in this park, so it's nice. It's such a nice, beautiful backdrop.
Which one is this? Is this Braves fans?
This is Mo's Mo 2179.
Okay.
Braves fan will be next. Gotham City Central Park will be your choice to vote for if you want Mo to move on, or if you want
to move on.
Braves fan to move on. His stadium will be Lake Blue Ridge Park. We will see that one next. Sherman Mosby right now is teeing off here in batting practice mode, or home run derby mode, I guess I should say. It's the same type of pitching as batting practice, though, right?
Yeah, basically.
I would always get Sherman Mosby and then end up trading him, just because I get sick of him. But now that I found this stance for him and that big high kick, he's so much fun to have on my team, and he's blasting home runs all over the place. But Mark actually took me home because he lives really close to my job. So I caught a ride to his house, and then he brought me home, and we had a big conversation about how well Our stream went Sewell with the wheel of names and all that. It was super fun. And Guillermo Vasquez, he must have
Yeah,
put
see, it
on.
felt like it went pretty smooth for us. Basically testing all that whole thing out live.
Yeah, just kind of throwing together that at the last minute and googling the wheel of fun. And there's definitely some things that could have made it smoother, but I mean, I think everybody had a good time. It was a long stream, but we had a good viewership throughout. And I think next year we're only going to have more and more subscribers and viewers as the game picks up steam again come mid-March, early April, and the new game comes out.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see if they do anything with Stadium Creator next year, but I feel like we're already into January. They would have said something if it was going to be any kind of major update.
Yeah, we'll see. I just don't think it's as important enough mode where they
Like,
care to make
we
it
all
big
know it
enough
doesn't make them
for it.
money, but let's see. Because they did announce at some point that remember they're like, oh, standing room fans is going to be new. I want to see if I can find when that came out.
The stadium itself is pretty simple, but most of the memory and the energy clearly went into that beautiful backdrop and city, and just wow is all I have to say about it. I'm pretty sure I used it for the thumbnail of the video I showed it in. It's just a beautiful build from Mo2179. All right, there it is. Gotham City Central Park from Mo Games.
Here's a link in the YouTube channel. Oh yeah, okay. I tried building a corner like that. I cannot make it look as good. Corners suck. I hate building in the corners. That's what I need to go look at is how other people do the corners, because what, honestly the best corner I think I've ever seen is what Carmen's dad, you were showing it yesterday when he remixed my Oceanside. The right field corner looks so good.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's been my favorite.
I think he popped on for a minute last night.
Did he?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw Carmen's dad in there. He let me know what his name of the stadium was. It was Roberto Clemente something.
Yep. Yeah, that's his remix one that turned out really, really
How
nice.
did I lose my guys? The first thing I do in this game now is I make Steve Stewart and DJ Jackson. So when I create stadiums, I can do home run derby with them. Whoops, not 4.
Oh, you know what? So it looks like the MLB The Show last year didn't even put out the Stadium Creator trailer where they were announcing the fans. Then it wasn't until March 6th.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it was only like a week or two before the game came out. So I guess they could have updates on it and just not be telling about us yet. But I feel like we would have heard something somewhere already. With the game only being we're probably getting pretty close to 2 months out from the new game.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's see. Let's pull up a calendar here. Look at March. So I'm guessing the game's going to come out March 18th. That's a Tuesday. Maybe March 14th. That's a Friday for early access, like they did last year.
This freaking lid has like a hole in it or something. I keep spilling water on myself every time I guess I'm probably not supposed to tip it, huh? We're heading out to the home of the Cougars. Whoops, what did I do? Why does it have to go all the way back here?
So Jason says they announced all 30 new templates in February, early March last year, I think. That's when most of the news comes out about the game. Yeah. I'm sure they try and build a hype up right around
And it
as
seems
close to the release point as they can.
it seems like I remember like Tuesdays and was it Tuesdays or Thursdays in February that they were like weekly. They would do some kind of little video stream where they break down some of the new features too.
I just want SDS to find our channels and be like, oh, there is good stuff for Stadium Creator. Maybe we should look at this a little bit harder.
They have to, right? Don't they get curious about everybody's feedback and see what the people are saying about them? I mean, some people probably purposely avoid it, just so it doesn't stress them out. But at the same time, there's got to be at least some people who get on there and say, all right, what are these assholes saying about my game now?
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't think Stadium Creators like the best example I can get is if you go on the show forums, you look at, there are 60,000 topics for Diamond Dynasty. There's only about 1,000 to 1,100 in Stadium Creators. So you can just, I mean, it
Right?
just kind of shows you right there the amount of users using each mode.
Wayne Paste hits one into Fountain 2 of 2.
Ooh, little splash out action there like that.
That's not my best Wayne Paste stance. Again, I say it all the time. Wayne Paste is the first baseman from Bases Loaded, the original Bases Loaded from the old NES, way back in 1986, 7, 8.
Six? Yeah.
He hits the big home run off Dwayne Carr, walk-off style. His name is Paste in the game, but my brother and I gave him Wayne. I don't know why. But there he is, blasting home runs. I tried to recreate his stance, but in last year's version of the game, it was an actual player. But in this version, it was moved to the generics. So when I couldn't find it in the player, it was hard to find him in the generics, but I eventually did and changed them in the league. And I have another player who has the same stance because, they only had so many stances. That's going off the Cougar.
Ooh.
Boom!
Oh, right in the arm.
How does that feel there, Mr. Cougar? Man, today, part of my school to work job, I took a kid to a farm, an animal rescue farm.
Okay.
And we volunteer, so we go through and we feed the animals and we help fix, like fences and gates and stuff. And today they asked us to help scoop out a bunch of poop. So to get to the one part we had to go through this one gate into a pen and then through that pen to another gate. And in that gate is Carl, the goat. And he decided to duck his head and ram me and pin me up against the bar door. Say, Carl, the hell's your problem, dude? I just gave you hay a little while ago and you're ramming me.
Are you there often enough that he recognizes you?
I was for a time. We were there once or twice a week, most of November and all of December, and then Christmas break came, and we just went back for the first time today. So
okay.
Carl's he's got an attitude, that frickin' Carl.
See that? He just likes to play it rough. He's like, "Hey, F you."
Dude, this is my pen. And he shares it with a little pig. What are the littler pigs called?
Are they hiding from wolves to blow their house down?
No, they weren't heading to wolves. But they named the pig Piggy Smalls.
Piggy Smalls?
She's the most adorable little freaking pig in the world. You say, Piggy Smalls, and all of a sudden she comes out and oink, 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 oink. Oink, 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 oink. She's the most adorable little thing. Her father is Notorious P.I.G. and her mother is Pumbaa.
Oh, okay, from Lion King there.
Yeah. All right. And speaking of animals, I got to feed the dog. Is there something I can open up for you, Sewell, that will be more pleasant to look at? And
it don't matter. You just go to the chat. It looks like Pfizer's in the chat, and he just jumped in.
I'll open up a stadium to look at.
Braves fan says he just posted a picture. Let's pull that up real quick here. That's still a stadium that he's working on. If you guys want to see it in Discord,
it's not a obviously not a guinea pig. What the heck are those little pigs called?
Like a teacup pig? I don't know pigs, man.
I don't know, but she's the cutest little thing in the freaking world. I love her to death. She's my favorite animal there. They got a bunch of horses. They got like 3 blind horses. And they have the little mini horses like little Sebastian from Parks and Rec. If we have any Parks and Rec fans in the house, they have a couple of donkeys and a goose. The goose is a little shit too. Blue Goose is very protective of Barbie, one of the other goats. But it's fun to go there sometimes.
Piglets, future bacon. That's what the
future bacon.
J Disc is in the chat. He missed his home run derby. We started off with you, J Disc, with you guys, with your.
Oh yeah, J Disc just missed it.
Yeah, J Disc. Make sure you're going into the.
Make sure you go vote. Your vote is live. There you go. Aloha Park by Sam Mandan with a few touches from Peeps 2123. Discuss. I'll be right back. Come on, Chuck. Let's go get you dinner, buddy.
All right. Yeah, Braves fan. I was looking at your thing that you're working on here too. And I'm surprised you have that much done, and you're only sitting at 47%. that's looking good. Looking like a really good start there. Morph says the right field looks crisp. Don't know my fields. Dude, I don't know my fields either. Every time I try and talk about one of my fields, I forget the name of it. Yeah, what does he got up here? The Aloha Stadium that him and Sam and Dan worked on. Oh yeah, this is the where you had the waterfalls out in like right center there, and it looks really good. This stadium has a lot of good stuff going on into it too. You get splash shots, a big bridge, the little balconies to hit. Big Mac's in the chat. Sluggish Moth. You gotta buy. So yeah, we went probably one of the last three that we see. Left field has been surprisingly challenging. Well, you know what it is, man. Like your left field looks really good right now. And I like the base that you got started. Once you start filling it in, it'll come together and you'll start getting ideas. You have some really big concourses in the corners. Yeah, you're off to a really good start on that one. That's a big outfield. You know, on Aloha, yeah. That's the problem. That's my biggest thing with the templates, and this like, I hate using the templates, but I know people want to use my stadiums online sometimes, so I would try and use the templates. But well, I guess this one isn't a template, but yeah, they're so deep. The corners are so deep. I don't know. They're very unrealistic. Like half of them, the corners are like 350 to 375. And I'm like, I don't want to do that, but you do what you got to do. Get all the boats out there in the water. I like what he's got what is that, the big resort there in left field, how he used the water and he just made the bridges so it all connects. That looks really good too. I did that for one of my really old ones in 23, the Korean stadium. Bukhansan, I think is what it was called. That is a lot of concourse, so it looks like a fun place to hang out. Oh, excuse me. The walls aren't even straight. One of the center fields has a jagged center field, which are supposed to be straight, but terribly done. Well, that's just it. If you're talking about the templates too, like they just have those extra nodes built in there, and they got like these kind of like little, I don't know if you can see this on camera. They kind of do this kind of a thing, and it's a little annoying. And it creates the tiniest little dead spots too. So yeah, we all know that we talk about it every time we go on stream, but there's a million things we want to see from the Stadium Creator updates, just little things. And like I said, I wish they would find our channels. I mean, and even just talk to us. And like, a lot of them are really simple fixes too, you know. Return a message there real quick. Yeah, I don't know what really else to say about the stadium. That was a fun one though. Dang, we're at the 17 viewers already. Yeah, so right now, you know, let's take a look at the update. Let's see that first matchup. Can you see where we're sitting here? Ooh, so right now we got big impact with 80% of the vote. So if you guys haven't voted, yeah, Coca-Cola Park versus Yellow Rock Park for our first matchup. That's the first one we've done so far. So head over to Phil's community tab and get your votes. And he does it if you missed the stream. He's posting pictures on all the polls this time, so you can get a good.
I didn't hear any of that. I'm sorry. Like. I'm not back. Just wanted to check the chat while the dog finishes eating. 18 viewers. Hello, everybody.
They claim they're gonna make it a fan appreciation version, but I have no confidence in them. A fan appreciation version for what?
Okay, now I can hear you.
Right, it feels back. Yeah, we're just talking about just saying we're up to 18 viewers. Just reminded them to get their votes, and we only got 5 votes so far for the first round.
Oh, that's right.
Okay. Like I said, there are pictures in the thumbnail, so you can take a quick look at those. I think. Oh, maybe you know what? Can you? I don't think you can click on the thumbnails.
No?
No, because when you click the thumbnail, it's part of the vote. So you kind of got to go by that smaller picture.
Oh, that stinks.
Yeah, I mean, you can still see them pretty well. You get a good sense of what they are.
Go through all that trouble to get the thing up.
Can you? I don't think you can
At
click on
least
the
they're taking out
thumbnails.
sets and seasons.
No?
Yeah, that's the big thing
No,
that
because
everybody got.
when you click the
Well, you know what it
thumbnail,
is.
it's
When
part
you
of the
got guys
vote.
like
You
your
kinda
friend
gotta-
Kyle and everybody else that's complaining about it, and then they all start going back to what was like MLB 20 or 21. They all went back to the old game for a while, and then yeah, that was a big wake up call for SDS. And you know what? The seasons like, I hate to say it, but it felt like a money grab because if you're buying those stubs to get the latest cards, and it's like every couple of months you got to do it again, it feels like a cash grab. Whether or not that was the intention, but yeah, I feel like it might have been there.
Are you done already? Ready to get stabbed?
I grind for like a few days for a player in next season, and I can't use them without a wild card. Yeah. And I don't play Diamond Dynasty, so it doesn't affect me a whole lot. But I mean, I 100% understand the complaints and seasons and stuff like that. It just seems crappy. See, Jason says they realized how many people hated this year's game and want to look like they listen to the community. Well, I mean, it sounds like they did listen to the community, though. I mean, whether it does hurt their numbers, but I mean, people speak with their dollars. If you're not buying the game, if you're not buying stubs, if you're, not playing the game at all, like that's what big companies are gonna understand. You gotta speak with your wallet. Yo, Phil's gone again. It's not even done yet. Yeah, like I said, it'll be interesting to see. I had high hopes for Stadium Creator getting some good updates, but I don't know why my feeling changed. I just don't see it happening anymore for next year's game anyway. Took them 2 years to remove it. The show 23, everyone hated it. Then they tried to fix it, still didn't. Then finally removed it. Yeah, I feel like they don't update the game enough year to year. I mean, that's everybody's. I mean, when you're they're in the same boat as Madden. What is Madden's competition? Nothing. So I mean, Madden, we all know Madden's like, here was my thing with Madden. I stopped playing it for a long time. I still don't play it. But it was like Madden roster update. All right, guys, we're gonna change the way that kicking works back to the way it was 2-3 years ago. Maybe we'll make the quarterback vision do something a little bit different. Call it a day. Like it didn't seem like Madden got a whole lot of updates, and it wasn't worth it. And it got pretty glitchy for a while. So I don't know. Plus, yeah, I won't even get into that part of it. Let's see, Jason says part of it was wanting to be able to put out any overcard any time of the year, which is a good idea in theory. If people don't want to lose cards, they unlock those kind of dead on arrival. Yeah. The first thing they need to do is make it current gen only. Well, that's what they're doing next year. So I guess it is only current gen. Gopper Gaming's in the chat. What's going on, Gopper? Yeah, that's why. Oh, wow, that is a terrible view of my dog's butt just wagging his tail in the background there. I'm sorry about that. Maybe we'll just slide over and cover him up. Oh, there it is. It's on the other side now. God damn it. See, this is the longest they've supported 2 gens at the same time. NFL 2K was a shit. Yeah, NFL 2K5 was awesome. And then that was 2K5. So 2006 is when Madden somehow got the rights to the NFL, so they couldn't put out any more competition. Well, NFL 2K could have put out more games, but they weren't able to use the real names and rosters. So that was, what's the point? No one's going to buy that. I guess you could always try because there's always the diehards out there that, what is it, day one? They have whole new rosters out already. So I mean, they could have tried it. I don't think they would have made their money back on it. They go to lost money trying to make another game. I think exclusive rights to anything like that is terrible for the gaming industry. It just doesn't. Without competition, there's no real reason to improve. And if the best example I can give of that is that when Apple almost went out of business all those years ago, and this is like 20, 30 years ago, Bill Gates bailed out Apple, gave Steve Jobs money, and said, without competition, I have no reason to improve. So, yeah, he kept
Apple Gaming.
around.
Hello. Steven, hello.
Yeah, Madden buying out the rosters and the rights to the teams and all that. Yeah, it's the worst thing for gaming. It shouldn't be allowed. If you're not going to allow monopolies for businesses, you shouldn't allow something like that to happen. I mean, look at the other thing too is look at Nike getting the rights to all the jerseys for all 4 major sports, and now everybody has problems with all the jerseys. Granted, it is going through Fanatics and all that, but
Well,
it's just not great.
I thought I heard that they have a solution to that now that everyone's pretty happy with.
I've been saying that for years, though.
It's,
Oh, we figured it out, guys. Did you? Well, you can't blame the major organizations too, because
I lost Jasul. You still there?
yeah, I think I'm back.
Okay.
Okay, so getting back to what I was saying, when I think baseball jerseys were at their best, and this might be a hot take, but I really liked it when Cool Base was making the jerseys when they were doing their thing. I thought they were putting out some good quality stuff.
When were they doing it? When were they right before Nike, or was it someone else?
They were like, I think Prime, they were like mid 2000s, like 2010, 2012. I have some Cool Base jerseys hanging up in my closet still that I look at them, I'm like, man, these are good quality, you know. They destroyed the Braves uniforms. Well, yeah, because like they blamed Fanatics for it, but Fanatics was saying that we're using the materials and everything that you're telling us to use, and yeah, it was the finger pointing game. It was almost like politics, man. Everybody points the finger. There were no solutions anybody was coming up with. I don't know. They're just going back to the majestic templates for the unis. Won't be fully done until next year, though. Okay. At least a step in the right direction. I don't know. I think Cool Base had mostly a lot of the alternate jerseys too. They had some cool ones. Fonzier's back. Jason said unlocking all the frame jerseys and swag for your crib back in 2K5 was super fun. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like having you had like a high rise kind of like penthouse loft thing or whatever it was, and you could put all the stuff in there, and that was cool. I wish baseball would do something like that. It'd be kind of fun. Steve Savino's in the chat and he says, I hear they will have big letters again. Well, they should. Yeah, man. The letters were, not only were they small, but they were flat. They weren't raised. They just looked low quality. I don't know. I mean, the other thing too is Nike puts out so many different jerseys because they want to sell 80,000 different types of jerseys, so you collect them all, you know.
Right, that's one thing I was baffled with when MLB said last year, "Oh, you can only have 4 jerseys, 4 alternates, or two jerseys and 2 alternates." Don't they want to sell as many as possible? You know, have these stupid City Connects and all these other stupid things.
I also think if you put out too many uniforms, though, you're going to hurt your sales because people are like, well, why am I going to buy this when you're just going to put out another New Jersey next week? You look at the foreboding thing for Nike, you got to look at was they're based out of Oregon, so they do the Oregon's Ducks jerseys because that's where the CEO graduated from. The Oregon Ducks, not only do they have like a different jersey every game, they have like different warm-up jerseys. Then they'll come out of the tunnel in like another jersey, and then it's like they go through 80 jerseys in a college football season. And no one's gonna buy all those, and half of them look terrible anyway.
Well,
see, Jason said Manfred also said they're gonna look at going back to the regular team unis for the All-Star game too. Yeah,
yes,
that's a done deal.
Yeah, I heard that was done. They're done with those.
Yeah, they are just
things.
using the regular. There's no more All-Star jerseys, which I don't mind the All-Star jerseys, but
do the All-Star jerseys in the warm-up days and the practice days and the home run derby. But let us see your regular uniform in the game. I think that's my opinion.
Well, and that's what. So the All-Star break I went to, I got an AL and an NL jersey. So I was like, I get a jersey for every stadium I go to, and for the events too. I have a USA and a Canada jersey from when I went to the World Baseball Classic last year. But I didn't know because we bought the All-Star jerseys. They wore them for the home run derby. Then the game, they went to their regular jerseys, and I was like, oh, okay, I guess whatever. But
yeah,
I don't know. It's just more of like if you want to collect it, they're fun to have.
So people in the chat box, what is your vote? Do we stick with the All-Star jersey or do we stick with the regular jerseys? We also now officially need your vote on Gotham City Central Park from Mo2179 or Blue Ridge Lake Park from Braves fan 112296. That vote is now live.
We got the first vote is up to 12 votes now, so we got We got 13 people watching, 12 votes. We were up to about 18 for a second, but yeah, it looks like guys are getting their votes in. It looks like Yellow Rock Park is ahead by maybe 1 vote. Looks like it's
Yeah,
or 2 votes.
it's a close matchup. Speaking of matchup, who is next? Who is our next matchup?
We have. Let me pull it up. I was about to vote. So we have. Ooh, this is the big one. Carmen's Dad and Gopper Gaming. This is a big matchup.
Okay, so it's Commonwealth. Is Commonwealth? Can't remember if it's one word or not.
I believe it is.
Yep.
That's a tough one between Gotham City and Blue Ridge. I'm not even sure who I would vote for yet.
Yeah, I'm torn too on that one.
I know who I'm gonna vote for. Give me 1 second. My dog is going nuts. I'll be back in like literally 2 seconds.
Okay. Commonwealth Park from Carmen's Dad, taken on, was it Gopper Gaming? Is that what he said? Yep. Yeah, that's another tough one. 2 streamers. They both have their own YouTube channels. Carmen's Dad said he wants to get back into it a little bit. Gopper Gaming has franchise mode, and he gives you great tips on how to build stadiums, and he has a bunch of other stuff going on. So be sure to check him out right here on YouTube. Save that park right there. Yeah, regular jerseys. I agree, Murph. And then Gopper was Hyatt something.
All right, I am back. I did crack my window too because my office was getting very hot, but if there's any street noise, I'll close it back up.
I did let my dog out, but there is a chance he'll come get me for poopies. He often has to number 2 shortly after eating. Thanks to his
Looks like the chat
diabetes.
wants regular jerseys in the All-Star game, not the special ones. Ooh, Gopper Gaming. Came to chill and talk baseball, and now we're going straight to the fire while I work. Yeah, man, you're in the you're up next here. This is gonna be a tough one. I think this is gonna be the second toughest in my opinion. All right, we got 15 guys. Now, like I said, make sure you're getting your votes in here. We got 4 votes so far for Gotham City Central Park versus Blue Ridge Lake Park.
Yes, I'm dying to hear from some of those folks who aren't necessarily as active on the channel. I mean, I've got 680 subscribers, but like I max out at like 30 votes per poll. I'd love to hear some opinions from some of these other guys out here, especially for the Stadium of the Year contest. We need as many voices as possible to get a definitive action on which stadium is best for 2024.
Yeah, that's about what I usually cap out on votes too, is usually around the 30s. You know what's weird too? This always happens. So I'm looking at my showdown votes right now for the Home Run Derby Park. Do people not scroll down? Because I have 47 votes for one matchup and I have 38 for the other. So that's 9 people that voted for one, but not the other. It
Oh,
seems
wow.
a little strange. It is what it is.
All right, Commonwealth Park is up first. All that tedious work into the design around. I mean, talk about 2 meticulous designers, 2 people who just must zoom in so much and twist and turn and line up and all this crazy stuff. Seems like it would take forever to make some of these parks. With such care. And
anybody who's saying they can't find the community tab, I tried to post a link. You might have to copy and paste it. I don't know if that's clickable in the chat. I tried to post a link there. Otherwise, you know what? I'll put one up, and if you guys are part of the Discord too, I'm gonna post another link to vote for in the Discord chat. You should be able to, it should bring you right to it so you guys can vote.
And if you have any interest in the Ricky Davis League and the fictional players, this is Nick Kenny. He's another player who was discovered after simming 30 or 40 years into the future, forcing current players to retire. I remember him having that, that cookie, Jeff Bagwell stance, really crouched down on his knees and kind of cocking that bat nice and slowly, intimidating. He's just another all-around Miguel Cabrera, Mike Trout type hitter. Decent average, lots of power.
What position does he play?
First base, left field.
Okay, I was gonna say he looks like a first baseman. He's got that's a first baseman stance for sure. That big power, kind of like looming over the plate.
Yeah, he was one of those rare. We call them muggles. One of those people that we didn't create who just tore it up. Normally, those guys are all puns.
Perfect timing here.
Oh, look at that. They're both here. Carmen's dad taking on Gopper Gaming right here. The poll will go live after I hit the home run derby in Gopper Gaming's Hyatt Park, which is based on renderings for the new field in Chicago to replace the Chicago White Sox current home.
Yeah, and this is Carmen's dad entry, which was the what is the name of this one?
This is Commonwealth Park.
Commonwealth Park. Oh, it says it right in center field. I'm such a dummy.
He said it was kind of inspired by Murph, right? Murph built the stadium with the racetrack in the background.
Yep. Yeah, this is the one I love, the way he took all the architecture from the racetrack and put it into the stadium. Like, this just feels like a Kentucky Derby style baseball park.
Oh, I agree. 100%. And
Carmen's dad didn't even know that he drew Gopper Gaming in the first round. He's just finding out now. Yeah,
wow.
This is one of those. This is a heavyweight matchup right here.
Yeah, in the first round, it's like the same as Scotty Warren and Young Gun. It's sad that one of these great stadiums has to go in the first round. Off the Louisville sign right there. Dylan Clark, I think he's from Bacon's roster. Power hitting outfielder. Deadly against lefties. He's pretty fun. And then lately, I can't remember where, but there's somebody in Hollywood, like either producer or director. His name was Dylan Clark. So every time I see him, I'm like, hey, Dylan Clark.
Yeah, I don't know. Is Hollywood burning down right now?
Ugh, it's terrible. Nick Kenny takes the home run derby at Commonwealth Park.
Yeah, luckily, I know Schmitty lives south somewhere down in that area. I don't know exactly where Schmitty is, but I'm about 2.5 hours north of all that. Luckily.
Oh, I kept meaning to ask you if you were close to any of that mess.
No, we had a fire, but it wasn't too bad. It got really close to Michael Jackson's old place. I can't remember what
Neverland.
Neverland. Yeah, Neverland. I got real close to Neverland. I don't think it got burned down though. Doug says this is a tough vote. Both of these are excellent. That is true. This is gonna be a tough one. Did that poll work for you guys? Not that poll. Did that link work for you guys to get your votes in there for anybody in the chat that was having trouble finding it? Who are you gonna go with on this one?
Who are you asking me?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not telling. I don't even know yet.
Oh, okay. No, I meant for the hitters who we use.
I'm sorry. It's Terrence Fendi, who's also from Bases Loaded with Wayne Paste, and he is going up against who did I pick? A lefty.
Yeah, I was looking at the stream on the left here while I'm checking out the chat, and then I missed who you guys picked.
Cage Pulsifer. Cage Pulsifer is another big first baseman. I believe he's from someone else's created roster. I don't know if someone created him or if someone simmed him, but yeah, two big power hitters. But Fendi's a little bit more of an all-around hitter. Actually, I think Cage Pulsifer is too, but I don't know.
Okay. Well, okay. You guys are saying the link works in the chat. That works. I'll just repost the link in the chat. Once each poll goes up, it'll just make it easier. Or if you guys want to go and jump in the Discord there, if you have Discord pulled up, I have a link in there too. So we can get our votes in here.
All right.
So far we got 7 votes for Gotham City and Blue Ridge Lake Park.
I like the slant in center field with the pinwheels, the counter seating in left center field there. Cage Pulsifer hits one into that second deck. Get there, ball. 457 feet. I like this stance too, how he cocks that foot around, kind of slides it over and then holds it and boom, unleashes. Blah.
All right, and this is Gopper Gaming for anybody who was not aware.
Or MD or MB.
Baseball 05.
That's right. That's his gamer tag. Did I lose Sewell again? Yep. There you go.
I don't know. Yeah, once in a while we lose connection for about.
So what happens? What happens when that happens? You just click back in on the link?
No, it just reloads it on its own. I'm not sure.
Oh,
exactly
okay. Because I always have to let you back in and show you on stream.
Yeah, I think it's a connection between us. Because I see you when I watch your thing here, it gets a little laggy for a second. So I think our bandwidth is just dropping for a second, but it's fine. I don't foresee it being a problem.
I'm not sure I've hit many bonuses in these rounds so far. But Cage Pulsifer sure just did. He used the escalator to stairwell trick, if I'm not mistaken, out there and left. Is that one going to make the top deck? It sure is. Holy hell. 465 feet away from home plate. Look at how just clean everything is. And then he adds the 3 little tiles out there just for a little added decoration.
I like how he used the back of that building too to give that wall texture out there in center and right.
Yep. Gopper Gaming, you have to let us know. Out in left center field, you have tile, and then one sticking out. Was that on purpose, or is that a missing prop? Either way, it looks good. And we were wondering about that last time we showed your stadium when the stadium
was by design
the determined winner. Did he?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, here's Terrence Fendi. He plays for the Chicago Hitmen. And he just blasted 467-foot bomb. That left field kind of reminds me of Pittsburgh, that smaller second deck that's set way back above the field level seating.
Pfizer says when you get to his stadium, he wants you to use Bucky Crozier. You might have to remind us. Just
okay.
To be sure.
Yeah, Bucky Crozier hit the big home run there to tie it, or to take the lead, right? I was down 2 with like 2 outs in the 9th, and Bucky Crozier blasted it. See, yeah, that's a good look, using the escalator railings for the stairs. We saw Pfizer do that as well, and it looks really good. There's another second deck. I'd love to hit one off that scoreboard.
All right, yeah, Gobber Gaming said that was a design choice.
Okay. Yeah, it looks good.
Schmitty says he lives about 2 hours south of the fires, so he's closer to San Diego.
Not last summer, 2 summers ago in 23, there were some wildfires in Canada that affected us. The smoke came over and really.
Yeah, when I lived in Minnesota for a while, the smoke would always come down from there too.
It killed our quality of air.
Yeah. I used to get warnings on my phone like, "Hey, stay inside if you can."
Yeah, we were like canceling sporting events outside and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, this is a nice, clean design. I love that standing room over there in left field. Looks like it's just the back of the
a laser ribbon
of the,
or a scoreboard or something. Yeah,
it looks good black like that. Gives it a nice modern look.
Terrence Fendi is not going to have enough time to catch up to Paige Pulsifer, but that is not the important part. The important part: who wins this round of the 2024 Stadium of the Year contest?
Yeah, Jason Moore said this is one of his favorites that he's seen in a while. It looks like one that would be built today. Yeah, it is kind of based off like Chicago's future design, right? That they were.
Oh, there it is.
Schmitty, you're an hour north of Mankato. What city? Because I used to live about an hour. I lived an hour up 169 from Mankato in Shakopee. That's where I grew up. Sorry, my dogs are going nuts. That's something outside.
Ladies and gentlemen, wait, what's going on here?
I just added a wish list to the Stadium Creators section of the show's forum if y'all want to check it out. Yeah, we can. I'll have to check that out after the stream. You don't think you've seen the renderings for the new White Sox stadium?
I've seen a couple. I haven't really focused on them too much, but
Yeah, there's a few different designs out there.
I remember thinking it's got to be better than what they're playing in right now, right? Just the spot that it's in alone has got to make the park better.
Yeah, guaranteed rate field is not great.
We have our third poll open for the first round of the 2024 Stadium of the Year contest. Commonwealth Park versus Hyatt Park. Carmen's Dad and Gopper Gaming. Gotham City Central from Mo 2179 or Blue Ridge Lake Park from Braves Fan 112296. Also, Yellow Rock Park from Big Impact is up against Coca-Cola Park by J Disc 98. Which of those three matchups, which stadiums from those three matchups get to move on? That is 100% up to anybody watching this video right now. So we have the task now to move on and find the next pair. Sewell, who's up next?
Let's see. Our next matchup is going to be Jedi Yank versus Slick.
Oh, this is another tough one.
Yeah, there's a lot of good matchups in this. This year.
It wasn't Goondocks. What was the Jedi one that won? Jedi Yank is the first person, by the way, to introduce me to anomalies. Well, kind of jump-started because I do remember seeing anomalies in the first version of the game.
Yeah, he said he was online with some guys on the forums the day the Stadium Creator came out, and I guess the way they found it was somebody searched it by name for the batter's eye, and then they all came up and they were able to place them, and that's how it started.
So Jedi Yank joined late, so he should be lower. There he is. Bubba Gump, that's right. This one has
okay, Bubba Gump. I couldn't remember if it was that or Sterling Cooper that
yeah, it has the two big buildings out in left field that are well lit at night.
You said you're close to Shakopee? Yeah, that's where I grew up. Haven't been back. Well, I was back there about a month ago to see my parents, but yeah, I haven't been back living there in quite some time now.
Yes, I have seen Depressed Ginger stuff before, Fiserv. He keeps up to little. Brody Brazel. He's another guy who's pretty big on stadiums.
Look, he's on YouTube or
yeah.
I always search for like Stadium Creator and stadiums. Like I never see anybody posting anything other than like us or I can't remember the other guy's name now. DCU Scope, that guy.
Oh yeah. There's Bubba Gump. And then the other one we have to look up is... Who is it again? I'm sorry. I'm terrible with these today, remembering who.
Between Jedi Yank and Slick.
Slick, 10-25-44.
Yep.
Yellow Banks Park version 3. Charlie, what are you barking at? Ain't no one here.
Hi, how are you? Huh? Yeah, I got my little pup here who wants some attention. The husky. Well, they're both huskies, but he looks more like a traditional husky. Hyde Parker's already been re-uploaded a few times.
Doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, it's a good park. I see Goppers Gaming's well, I see Carmen, both of them. I see their stadiums get re-uploaded all the time. Carmen's dad, you gotta start posting more on your YouTube channel, man. Yeah, that's actually two YouTubers going at it right there.
Mm-hmm. Carmen's dad also does a lot of logos and stuff too. Don't forget.
Yep. Yeah, I think
Tons of-
Murph just built like an entire league around.
Yeah, and he's
Carmen's dad,
he's using the Ricky Davis League roster too, or,
Oh, is he?
or at least parts of it. Murph, if you're still here, remind me what team are you? Are you my team, or are you someone else's? I know you're using you're playing against Leroy Tillman because you mentioned that he was killing you last night. All right, so we got to go to Home Run Derby. It's a home run or nothing here in Home Run Derby. Does anyone else remember that show? They used to play at that Wrigley, LA stadium that people have sent me before. All right, who do we go with this time? We haven't seen good old, where did he go? Chris Morales yet. We need a righty now. Then we'll just go to Twan Rosen again just because he's right there. I guess I could have went with Jordan Frazier, but oh well. Takes so long to get from the regular stadiums to the other stadiums.
Oh yeah. And then it's got to load all the pages in and stuff too. Marv said he picked a team from each division and did a fantasy draft.
Oh, okay. So you're multiple teams then. That's fun. Did you end up with any? Who was some names on your team? What am I doing?
Schmitty says it's nice in Minnesota. It's only been a few days, but the cold that's unbearable. Yeah, it does good. I did check it last night because out here in California, when I get off work, it's like 4, 5, 6 in the morning, and it's usually around this time of year, low 30s, like 34, 36 degrees, and I might have a hoodie on, but a lot of times I'm just rocking out to the bus. I don't need, just be out my t-shirt, and people think I'm nuts. I'm like, well, where I'm from. I looked last night and it was negative 16 with the wind chill.
Oh, you're using Tillman, and he's a beast for you. Gotcha. All right, Twan Rosen is up first here in Bubba Gump Stadium. These stadiums all look so much better in the game.
Oh yeah.
We talked about how awesome the little steps were by putting a bunch of M caps to get together, riding along some hills and bleachers. Very, very sharp looking.
Is that where they are? Are they next to the minor league deal?
Yeah, they're minor league end caps.
Yeah.
Twan Rosen's putting balls in that hill. I like that batter's eye enough. Is that based on a real one? I wouldn't know where it's from if it is.
That wasn't the old Texas one, was it?
No, Texas has the little building in the back.
Oh yeah, you're right. I feel like it is from a real one, but I just don't know. Maybe it's just based off something that looks similar. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure on that one.
There's a ball into the steps. You can see the Bubba Gump shrimp building in the back. Very fun. Jedi Yank. I go long periods of times without seeing stadiums from him. That's a line shot. Get out of here, ball. Dope.
Let's see, Murphy says Percy Cohen, is that his name? And Jalen Gold are both tearing it up for him.
Oh, Percy Caney. Yeah. It looks like Coney or Coney. It's Koehne, but the announcers always say Caney. He's a guy I found, a switch hitting center fielder with a lot of pop, decent batting average, but he's fast. So yeah, he is a beast. I had to give him up to get Bucky Crozier back.
Yeah, Gopper Gaming says I'll never forget snow blowing in -7 temps. Yeah, it's awful. How cold does it get where you are in New York there?
It gets pretty bad. Right now, this is one of the worst winters we've had in a while. Last year, I haven't yet this year either, but last year I didn't pull the snowblower out once.
Oh, that's good.
Because, it would snow, and even though I probably should have, I'd look at the forecast, and it would be like 40 or 50 3 days later, and it's all going to melt. It's like, why bother? Spend 2 hours snow blowing the driveway when it's all going to be gone from the sun. But this year, it's been a little rough. It's been so many days where it's just bad enough where it's a pain in the ass to drive to work, but they're not going to cancel anything.
Yeah.
If we got the snow that we got in, say, North Carolina would be shut down for days.
Oh yeah.
Let's put it that way.
They don't have the plowing equipment or anything there either.
But yeah, I remember one year when I was working in radio, there was such a bad snowstorm, and we have the same company. You're from Minnesota, so you're probably familiar with the story. That bridge that collapsed.
Oh yeah, the 35 bridge.
The company that made that bridge, similar design, same type of bridge over Irondequoit Bay, which connects Webster to Irondequoit, which is basically a suburb of Rochester. It got
they said it wasn't anything with the design of the bridge. It was just that it wasn't taken care of and it needed to be refurbished, and it never was. It was like, I can't remember how many years overdue, but it was just rusty and falling apart. And
but everybody joked, oh no, our bridge is gonna fall apart too, because the one in Minnesota did. After that happened in Minnesota, we literally had crews like a week later, reinforcing that bridge. They were in there working on it because it was the same company and a similar style bridge. But anyway, it's a huge, long old bridge, and people were stuck on it, or a couple miles before it and after, for like 3 hours. It normally took me a half hour to drive to work. That day, I got to a spot right before the bridge. I got to the last exit before I could turn around. The exit was next to me, so I was stuck.
Oh,
and
crap.
While that exit was next to me, I got a call from the office saying, yeah, we're shutting things down. Don't come in today. I'm like, you sons of bitches. If they would have called me 5-10 minutes earlier, I could have went up that ramp, gone over the overpass, and back down to head back east, back to my town. It took me 6 hours
Oh my God.
to drive what would normally be like an hour, to drive over the bridge, get off the exit, and turn around and come back. I had to get gas. There was a point where I was contemplating peeing in a Diet Coke bottle. People were getting out of their cars and throwing snowballs at each other because traffic was just at a standstill. It was crazy.
Yeah. That's hilarious.
That was like 2016 or 17, I want to say, in February. Man, what a nightmare that day was. That was probably one of the worst days of my life. It was awful. Freaking winter. I'll be escaping winter here in about a month. Can't wait.
I was checking on the votes. We got 8 votes total so far for Commonwealth and Hyatt Park, but it's only showing, I'm sure it's a glitch on my end, but it shows only 1 vote between Gotham City and Blue Ridge Lake. I'm sure that's just something on my end that
Let me take a peek.
Loading.
Let me see if I can pull it up here while this loads.
It's like it's only showing me which one I voted for. Schmitty says Steve Stewart homered the first time he batted with them.
Yes, Stevie! Steve Stewart, baby. Getting it done. Frank Catalano. The day they take away that stance from Steven Stewart, because it's been there since day one. I've been using Frank Catalano. And if they ever take it away, I'll be devastated. It's a staple. It's his signature stance now.
See, Pedro's joining us in the chat here. He says, hey, everybody.
Pedro, we have yet to play at your stadium yet. See, now it says community.
Pedro, what is his
Pedro's Sith Lord Slither.
Okay.
He's got...
he's a few away. Not too far, though.
I have 8 votes for Hyatt Park and Commonwealth Park, and I'm showing, only 1 vote for Blue Ridge and Gotham City Central. So, fellas...
Which is weird. That's a YouTube glitch, because at one point there were, 8 or 10 votes.
So. Oh, okay. So make sure you get over there and check that out, fellas. And then 15
guys,
votes.
Check your votes there for Gotham City and Blue Ridge, because we are not... It looks like only my vote is counting right now. 15
votes for Yellow Rock and Coca-Cola by J Disc. And 53% of the vote for USS Kitty Hawk. I left that up there. Might as well get rid of that. And J Discs. Boom. Okay. Let us go play Home Run Derby in Yellow Banks Park version 3. Slick 10, 25, 44. I love this little stadium. I think I have some highlights in a game here. I wish I had hit some splash shots, But I'll definitely be doing that in Home Run Derby here with Chris Taylor. I know there's a real Chris Taylor. He was a person who was simmed and created. Oh, why is Peter Murillo hitting right-handed? He's a switch hitter. Wow, that ball almost made it to that Hall of Fame circle back there. 468 feet. He's got that fun little deck coming off that Buddy M's building in left center field. A bunch of water behind the scoreboard there. The fun roof that you're going to be hitting. But wow, 471 on top of that roof. Maybe you're not going to hit many splash shots. 471 on top of the roof. I can't imagine. Oh, off the MLB Network Now sign. Murphy suggested maybe we need to redo the poll. Oh, I lost Sewell. Let's get him back. Boom. There we go. You back?
I'm here. I don't know. Can you guys can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. You just saw it, but yeah, it looks like everybody's only seeing their own vote for that poll. So maybe we have to redo it. I'm not sure.
Okay, I can do it when I do the vote for this one.
Now it says there's 3 votes. I guess if you guys haven't, or even if you have voted, go back and double check that your vote is in there.
I like the little extra railing, using the chain link fence out there in left field to create that little extra railing over the home run fence. But I guess I see that's kind of going all the way out into foul territory over that little deck back there. I've been using that dinosaur fence more and more lately too.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of nice for a good concrete texture. It's got a little bit of a little difference to it.
I find it great for like the base of a pool. Get over that batter's eye.
I think I used it for the canals and the canal build that I did for Venice too.
That one might have been a splash shot. That one might have snuck over that little part of the fence because it looked like it kept going. Here goes another one, maybe.
Your sign is oh yeah, you could probably reach that.
Where's the Hit It Here sign? Oh, the Hit It Here Cafe?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's a poke.
It is, but based on like one of your home runs, I think if you had like lined it up, it might have gotten pretty close.
Yeah, Peter Murillo is usually a switch hitter. That's why I picked him, and they usually have the switch hitters hit left-handed, but I must not have made him correctly when I first made him, so my apologies for that. Here's Chris Taylor. I had him for like about a full season. Nope, that one's not going in the water.
Schmitty says glitch 2 where you can change your vote. You can always change your vote no matter what.
Yeah. I like the home run derby laser ribbon there too in left field on the fence. And then down the third baseline you can see a cool little like covered section right up against the wall there. And then
Man, you were just picnic table city right now.
Yeah. I get in these
that happened to me the other day too when I was playing.
You get in these streaks. Oh, there we go again. There we go. Get off that sign.
I do like the home run porch in left field, though. That looks really cool with the cover over the top.
Oh, grounds one out. Chris Taylor's not hitting the moonshots that Peter Murillo was. Peter Murillo, he's one of the bigger names that gets me quite a bit. A lot of times I'm always mad because it's the bums that get me in games. I'm like, are you kidding me? This freaking guy?
They somehow find a way.
Yep. But with Chicago, Peter Murillo just destroys me. See that? Potentially, nope, it's going to hit off the screen. I thought that might have reached a spot where it could have been water. That one might have went up on the deck up there. Woo! Majestic. 453. Chris Taylor's on the row. Using the extra 30 seconds, that might give him enough juice to sneak past Peter Murillo. Bam, off into that deck, 389. Oh, I thought I had a timeout left too. There's the tie.
I don't think you're gonna
Are they
going to
get a pitch off? Yep. Oh, and he fouls it off.
Hold it off.
All right, well, I'm going to back out instead of playing extra innings and maybe do a left-handed hitter just so you can see.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
You need a left-handed hitter in there. You got to see the left side of the park. Pedro
Braves
just
fans
voted.
used to be able to pick up a field pattern for home run derby. I didn't know that. Pedro says you voted and we refreshed the screen. That's when you could see the total votes. We've closed out YouTube completely and reloaded now. It says there's 5 votes on the poll now. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so you guys might have to re-vote. Looks like for me it says it's up to 6.
For J-Disc and
no, for Mo and Braves fan.
Mo and Braves fan. All right. Okay. Whoops. Yeah, that's what I want.
We got 10 votes between Commonwealth and Hyatt Park. That one's pretty neck and neck.
Sammy Reed. Well, I don't know if Mark has him as a switch hitter yet.
Sammy and Dan in the chat. What's up, man?
Dan.
See, Sammy and Dan,
We'll go back to
I think
TJ
he's pretty
Jackson.
far down. Yeah, Sammy and Dan's going up against RC. They'll probably be second or third to last here.
I'm excited for this. I keep seeing commercials for this. I think it's like 2 or 3 part special on Saturday Night Live, behind the scenes stuff. I can't wait to see that. It's going to be on
Oh
Peacock.
yeah, I did catch that last night at work. I saw the commercial for it.
That's going to be fantastic. I've been in the studio. I never saw a live taping. One year when we went to New York, we did a tour of the NBC building, and they took us in the studio.
Yeah, I got a buddy that he's been to the recording of like 3 different episodes where they had to wait outside and like they just randomly pick people, and he's like, we got picked all 3 times, luckily.
Oh, wow.
So that's kind of cool.
What am I looking for? Oh, yeah, YouTube. I'm on YouTube. View your channel. Community.
We are up to 20 people tuning in right now.
We need your votes, all 20 of you. Head to the YouTube channel. There are, 3 votes live right now?
Yep, we have the first 3.
Yeah, I'm on 6 votes for the Mo and Braves fan vote. I'm up to 6. We
Jedi
need
Yank
to see.
and Slick will be next after we get a lefty into this last round here.
Yellow Banks is what we need, right? There they are. Yeah, they got the big wall and right, the plaza level luxury up at top of it that continues past the big wall, and then underneath that is some funky seating. So it's a cool park. I definitely played games here. Sam and Dan's voting. How about the rest of you 20 viewers out there? Are you voting? Every vote count. Every vote matters.
Yep. We are up to 13 votes in the latest round here. Like I said, guys, make sure you double check your vote for the second round between Blue Ridge and Gotham City.
Of course,
it's only showing 6.
Of course, they put the right-hander batting up first. But yeah, this is supposed to be the paste stance, because him and Leonard, yeah, they have the same stance and bases loaded. So I use the same stance for him in this game too. Ooh, that one could have got that.
That was cracking, yeah.
Hit it here sign. Oh, nope, too far left. It got up there though. Never get 533.
533.
Woo! That could have been a splash shot, folks. That ball's over the batter's almost. Why is this dude hitting such monster shots compared to the other 2 dudes?
You said it's always the scrubs, right?
You're not kidding. Usually it's the scrubs that get me, though, that hurt me.
Yeah.
Look, that one's going off the freaking scoreboard. 509. Leonard Starr getting it done. He hit 40 home runs for that New York team. We gave him the name Leonard, or I gave him the name Leonard. I named my own guys. Mark named his guys. That one, oh, nope. I thought that one might have bounced into the water.
Woo, 509.
Leonard Stars hitting some missiles.
All right, now I can take a peek here at this right field.
Here we
A
go.
little bit better.
Fat Jackson, that's what my wife calls him.
Fat Jackson.
Fat Jackson.
That is a bomb.
Holy crap, onto the roof, 463. Yeah, he's going up there again.
Yeah, we can't even get a look at the stadium over there because he just hit him too far. That was only 385. Why did we not see it that well? Oh, there we go. Now get a better look at that upper deck.
Yeah, oh, he's hitting on
There is
another
another
roof.
hidden here target up there. I didn't even notice that at first.
What the heck happened? Where all of a sudden the balls are just flying out of here so much more?
Whoa, he hit the hit it here sign though.
He didn't hit the bullseye, but he did hit the sign. We'll take that, right? That counts.
It's like half a point.
Oh, okay. All right. Oh, that might get it.
Oh, right next to it.
So close, DJ. Oh, you're breaking my heart, buddy.
Jason, elevation has to be higher at this one. Well, we're playing in arcade mode, so I think that maxes out the elevation.
Did I
basically.
do arcade mode? Maybe
I
that's
wasn't
why
paying
it's
attention. I just assumed you did. There's a good look at the right field there. I love that little home run porch, the little second one off the suites.
Oh yeah.
The one thing I always forget to do, and I really like it when it's in the stadiums, is when you have one of the flags behind the batter's eye, around the batter's eye, where you can see from behind the plate, so you can see which way the wind's blowing.
Oh yeah.
Once I did it once because Carmen's dad suggested it. I can't go without it now, but I always forget about it too.
Got it.
Ooh, did I get it?
That hit the target.
I'm gonna watch the replay on stream here. Let's see. This should be it here on stream's a little bit behind.
Now this kind of hurts DJ hitting the ball this
They
far.
did hit the target.
The ball traveling so high and so far and so slowly, he's not getting as many swings in.
Well, that's what I said. If you want to win home run derbies, you got to hit like those low line drives
Yep.
that hit a target right away.
If he gets this one out, it's over. Yep, that ball is
that's it.
gonzo. Maybe I did accidentally put arcade mode on for this one. That's why the ball's flying so much further.
Oh, I thought I always put arcade mode on. I don't know. That's just me.
DJ. He's another one of those flashy guys, He's like Ruben Sierra and Jazz Chisholm, and he can't just hit a home run. He's got to hit a home run and show up, showboat and all that stuff. So we need to make this poll now, right?
Yep. So this is going to be between Jedi Yank and Slick. 102-544.
Option 1, Bubba Gump. I must have put him under Jedi Yank instead of Bubba Gump. Where's Jay? There he is. Bubba Gump. Is that Park Stadium?
Oh, I don't know. I don't actually have it in front of me.
Bubba Gump Stadium. Or Yellow Banks. Whoops, not Yellow Rock. Not Yellow Rock. Hold on a second. What's going on here?
When you get on a second on OBS too, you should slide me over to the right a little bit more. I'm kind of floating out here in the middle of the screen.
Okay, definitely. Okay. Well, it went away. It's gone. All right.
Hi, little buddy. How are you?
Have I really been paused that long where they got to go into a game? Give me a break.
Hi, Simba. Both my dogs are wanting attention. You guys are bored, aren't you? There we go.
Yellowbanks Park version 3 from Slick 102544 or Bubba Gump Stadium by Jedi Yank. That poll is now live. Moon on over to check it out and let your voice be heard or your click button be heard.
Oh, you didn't post that Yellowbanks was by Slick. That's okay.
Ah, shit. I can't edit it either.
It's fine. I mean, it's about the park. We know we got Slick in the brackets. We'll know it's his.
Okay, sorry about that, Slick. 102544. Man. Well, all right. Hold on. I'm just going to delete it. Start over. It's early enough. What am I doing?
You know what I always thought would be funny? Like, so one of my biggest, it's not a complaint, but one of the things I'm a little frustrating with YouTube is there's a lot of music I would like to use in videos that and you just get hit with those copyright stuff or whatever.
Yeah.
But I always thought it'd be funny to for showing like a Sandman Dan build to play Enter Sandman, like Enter Sandman Dan.
That's Mo. That's a Yankees game entrance music. Bubba Gump Stadium from Jedi Yank or Yellow Banks.
All right, it looks like Blue Ridge and all that caught back up. We're up to 14 votes on there. Ooh, Carmen's dad and Gopper Gaming are in a dead heat right now. They are tied.
10, 25, 44. There we go. Now, let me get the picture up. Yellowbanks. Bubba Gump Stadium from Jedi Yank or Yellowbanks Park version 3 from Slick 10, 25, 44. Poll is now live. Please feel free to go over and vote. Sorry if you already did and I deleted it, but I wanted to make sure I got the name in.
Yep, yeah, we got Slick up there now.
Okay, who's next?
Next is going to be Pfizer and myself.
Oh, boy. Oh, shit. Here we go. If Sewell drops away from the stream, we know he's calling and texting his friends, tell him to go vote.
Yeah. Hey, you guys, I'm posting a link. Don't even question what it is.
Just click on Sewell.
I did have somebody in one of my showdowns. I know that's what happened is they got their friends to vote for them. But that's okay. It is what it is. If you want a campaign, go right ahead.
My nephew made an amazing football catch, like a one-handed football catch for a touchdown, and the local news cameras happened to catch it. And it made a top list and was voted on. Did not win. Some other guy, I think, or maybe it was a girl. Some girl hit like a walk-off home run for softball, and I think that one ended up winning. And my nephew's catch was just, it was in a random game. They were blasting the other team. So I think the meaning, the excitement behind the home run is what. But the catch was freaking amazing. It may have made Sports Center. It was definitely, it may have made Sports Center. I'll have to see if I can find it. All right, who am I doing? Sewell, 21, and Pfizer.
And then Pfizer said, make sure you use Bucky Crozier.
Yes, I will definitely do that.
Is he righty or lefty?
He's a lefty.
What is Steve Stewart?
Steve Stewart's right-handed. It used to be, for a short amount of time, well, I guess for a long time, it was a league of switch hitters. Because for baseball stars, you could never pick if they're right-handed or left-handed. Excuse me, we would just have to go by whatever hand the player was who had the attributes to match our player.
Oh, interesting.
So, yeah, we played a lot of baseball stars after the original baseball and bases loaded, and then came probably Super Baseball Simulator 1000 on the NES. And then it was quite a while, probably. Oh no, Hardball for the Sega Genesis. We played quite a bit too. Yeah, these guys have been all over the
I
place.
think the only one I played on Sega Genesis. I think the only one I played was World Series Baseball. That's the one that I think that was my first baseball game. Was World
Oh
Series
yeah,
Baseball.
yep. We definitely played that. I don't think you could name guys and stuff though, so we
No,
didn't
I don't
use
think
it for
there's
Ricky
anything
Davis.
customizable back in that at all. That was back when I was a huge Atlanta Braves fan. I was a big Greg Maddux fan and Tom Glavine.
Yeah, I thought it would be fun. I want to get a Wii because you can play GameCube games on it. I'm picking up one of those retro consoles from somebody for only $20. If it turns out
That's not bad.
if it turns out to be a bust, then I'm only out $20.
Yeah.
So I figured it was worth it to give it a shot to try to test one of those things out because I'd love to be able to hook it up to the TV and play some of those old school, baseball games and like name them after Ricky Davis League guys like I have with Super Baseball Simulator 1000 because I can play that on my Switch.
Yeah, right.
I thought that might be fun to go in there, but especially All-Star Baseball because they have fictional stadiums because they give you the option to expand. You can have 30 teams. At the time, I think there was only 28. Had the Diamondbacks, and I don't remember. Maybe it was bringing us to 32 teams. But yeah, you could expand, so you'd have to make your own logo and pick your uniforms and stuff like that. And then there was like a dozen or so. I don't know if it was that many, but fictional stadiums that you could check out and pick. I always picked the one that had like the old Metrodome had the plexiglass in left field.
Oh yeah.
There was a big home run fence and then plexiglass on top of that, which you had to hit it over for it to be a home run.
Yeah, they did that in I think it was like the early to mid 80s for a while.
Yeah, Kirby Puckett, right? Didn't he make a big catch against that in the World Series one year?
Yeah, I think that was the 87. I could be wrong. I'm not sure it was the 87 or the 91.
I might still have Cyclone Field in my
Wasn't that kind of the World Series? Wasn't that the one where they coined the phrase "We'll see you tomorrow night"? Wasn't that where that came from?
I think the Texas and St. Louis World Series.
Oh, so it wasn't the 87 World Series?
Correct. At least not to my knowledge.
Okay.
He hit like a walk-off triple or something like that, and we'll see you tomorrow night.
Yeah.
And then the Cardinals ended up winning. Oh, yeah, there's Cyclone Field version 2. Okay, so I have them both. All right.
You start with Pfizer's. Let's check out Pfizer's.
You want to do Pfizer's first?
Yeah.
All right, there's Bucky.
Race fan says Ron Gant was safe.
Ron Gant was safe. I don't remember that one. Should we bring in old Ricky? Why not? This is by no means how Ricky Davis looks. I just made my brother's team, made his guys, made his attributes, and then I upload the team and leave it up to him to, change facial hair and stuff like that, how the players actually look.
Does he do it though, or does he not really care?
Oh, he does it. Yeah, he does it.
Yeah. Well, I think he said he's more into like the players, and you're kind of more into the stadiums, right?
Right. He doesn't worry about like bats and batting gloves and stuff like that. Certain bats drive me crazy and ugly batting gloves and stuff like that. So I spend a lot of time on the real, the guys that we create and carry from game to game to game. I make sure I take care of that.
Okay, so here we go. Jason says Joe Buck was paying homage to his dad in the Cardinals Rangers when he said that his dad Jack said it originally. So it was 91, not 87. Okay, I knew it was a Twins World Series one.
You know what? I think I had already uploaded your stadium when you said let's check out Pfizer's first. So my apologies to that.
Fine, I don't care.
There's a home run up onto a deck.
Should just skip this dog crap field.
Dog crap. Off the picnic tables out there and left. I mean, but those rocks.
Into the wharf.
So you just kind of randomly, accidentally created a moon and then decided to call it the Half Moon Bay.
Yeah, just because I figured it looked kind of like a crescent. I was gonna call it like Crescent Bay or something like that. Just Half Moon Bay. I don't know. I just kind of went with it. It's the most creative name I've come up with, other than Riverside or even Capital City Park that I just released. It's like, they have pretty generic sounding stadiums. I know a lot of guys like to use the random like what do you call like companies.
That's what I usually tend to do.
I don't know, just something about it. I don't really like that for my stadiums. I mean, I get why you do it, but
I like how you have stuff sucked right up against the hills, the railing on one side and the concourse on the other. I think that's very important with a hill in the batter's eye.
Against the batter's eye.
Yeah, that you got to surround it nice and make it look good. Ricky Davis is blasting home runs all over the place here.
Doug says, don't feel comfortable with Sewell or Pfizer out in the first round. Well, if I am out in the first round, it's just a repeat of last year. So 'Cause last year, like we were talking about, I made the mistake of not putting in Oceanside, which is clearly my best stadium I've ever made.
It's definitely a top 3 of yours.
Just lacking judgment.
And it was only better once you killed the anomaly. Although the anomaly with the overhang and all that looked really good too. But
that's what it started with, was the anomaly.
Right, but I think, is that a missing prop? The fence?
I didn't see.
I don't know if you noticed, but yeah, there was a big gap in the fence there that looks like you fell victim. Shoot, so now I got to use Bucky twice in a row because I forgot. And then in right field, you're hitting splash shots like that one right there over the rocks.
Yeah, right field's all about splash shots.
Ooh, that one didn't even make it over.
Scotty Warren, sorry I'm late. Nice looking stadium. Yeah, this one's mine. How long will first round polls be open? I think we're going for a week.
A week. Yep.
Let's say Sunday, Monday, somewhere in there.
Yeah, and then we'll be on against Tuesday to update the bracket, show who won and lost, and thank everybody.
I like how we're doing this live this year. I think it's a lot more fun.
Yeah, it keeps the pace up faster. I mean, it's kind of off the lights, 437 feet. But yeah, it keeps it going a little bit faster without having to wait for me to edit, because man, the editing can be tedious. You wouldn't think, but it's just me tripping over my tongue that I can't stand listening to over and over again. So I tend to.
Well,
bless you. Woo! I'm a loud sneezer too. I always scare my dog and my wife. What the hell? Look at that. That's a splash shot if I ever saw one.
I know I said this wasn't probably the part that I wanted to be in the contest, but as I look at it more, I feel like it grows on me. I do like. It's scenic. I like it. It turned out what I was trying to do, I guess, is what I would say about this park.
Oh, it's very scenic. And again, not just having the straight, flat bleacher section, how it kind of grows gradually into left field, and then leaving that one little patch out there for the hill. Excellent.
Yeah, that little patch, actually, that was an idea from somebody who was watching on stream. Because I was like, well, I want to angle this. I didn't really know. They said to put the glove in the hill there. It was kind of their idea. One of the viewers. So I wanted to keep that angle so that I always think about sight lines, even though it doesn't matter. But when it's that angle, you can see the batter's eye doesn't get in the way there.
Right. Yeah, it's a gorgeous stadium, especially when you pan back, turn the lights on, all the buildings lit up, and the bay and the half moon. It's all gorgeous. It's definitely Stadium of the Year worthy.
It's definitely one of my more scenic builds that I've had.
Dan Yates, welcome. An unfamiliar name to my channel, so I love it. I love having the new folks in here. Yes, please do play in these stadiums, and if you have time, play in them and vote on your Stadium of the Year.
Yeah, like I said, you have a week, so yeah, you got plenty of time to check them out and go into Stadium Creator, dink around at them. If you're checking them out in Stadium Creator, you can kind of see how certain people did certain things too, and
true, kind of pick them apart and
pull them apart, see what they did.
All right, Pfizer.
Dan says he really likes the stadium. Thanks, man.
Are you still here, buddy? Is Pfizer still here? His is up next.
I'm sure Pfizer's here.
I see him way up there.
He said hey to Scotty a little bit ago.
17 viewers. Check out the community post on my channel to vote for your favorite stadium of the first round. If you want your stadium or your favorite stadium to move on, it's up to you. You have the power to do it, but you got to move over to that community tab and vote. I sound like Ryan Seacrest now, hosting American Idol.
Just text in your votes. Charges may apply.
Charges may apply, definitely.
Come Come on, who doesn't have unlimited texting in 2024?
Right. Where is
What are you
it?
on AOL mobile?
There it is. Cyclone Field version 2, home of one of the most fun games ever played on Studio 44.
This is kind of like a battle of the bays here. He's got the bay out and left. I had the bay out and right.
Let's go arcade so I can hit some splash shots.
Yeah, I always do arcade. I think it's more fun. Makes me look like I have actually skill, even though I don't.
How does Bucky have 10 home runs and Stewart has none?
Yeah, that's weird. Right, yeah, this was
Excuse
Pfizer's
me.
Hawaiian Stadium.
Yeah, this is his flagship, his bread and butter.
Yeah, this is his moonshot, right? And then he's
This
kind of updated. It's gone through a few different versions.
This is the ex-wife, right? Isn't that Hammer's name in Iron Man
It
2?
was perfect.
He calls it the ex-wife. Once
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
once this thing hits, there's nothing left. That reminds me of a not so dad joke I know.
Uh-oh.
What does a tornado and a marriage have in common? Starts.
I can't come up with anything other than like they both blow. I have no idea.
It starts off with a lot of sucking and blowing, but in the end, you lose your house.
Oh shit.
There you go. There's my non-dad joke for the stream. Steve Stewart is definitely hitting some splash shots here over these beautiful decks out in left field with the little awnings or the overhangs, whatever you call them, and the palm trees and the perfect little hot dog sausage stand out there, whatever it is. You got Phil's Flashy Canoes, or is it just Flashy Canoes out there? I can't remember. But Steve Stewart is just going ballistic over here. There we go. Get one out to left. See if we can see that.
I like how
canoe
you took your
sign.
time out with 1 second left in the bonus round.
Bucky Crozier.
You get the last swing in.
Bucky Crozier's going to be hitting balls out of the stadium with
He's using that
Arcade
apartment
Main
building
Road.
back there.
I want to get one where he hit that big home run in the stream. Look at that.
Pfizer said it's Phil's Flashy Canoes.
Phil's Flashy Canoes. All right.
Wow, that's only 396 to that section, huh? I guess it is pretty close up to the fence.
Yeah, it's really shallow down right field. Boom. I like hitting those lasers out of here too. But look at the way the bleachers are divided by the stairs and the railing. Looks excellent on that
really
top
good.
deck.
Because, they can't provide that for us. God forbid. You give me an upper deck with some stairs. Yeah, that's like the one big thing is like the upper decks in all this game. It's like if it was real and you had to go to the bathroom, you're walking in front of like 18,000 people. Oh, excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, putting the stairs like that is really good.
Over the snack shack. Watch it, ump. Is that going to stay fair? Yep, off the screen.
Angel Hernandez would have called it foul.
Angel Hernandez. That's going to hit that little luxury section. Boom, off the
there you
glass.
Hope it's reinforced.
Yeah, this is the Pfizer's ballpark at the Moonshot Casino.
Yep.
It's gone through many versions. Right field used to have the Detroit. The Detroit Tigers batter's eye out in right field,
right,
flipped
yeah,
around for
first
the
version.
arches. Bucky Crozier ends up walking it off over Steve Stewart.
Gopper Gaming says umpire Hall of Fame for Angel Hernandez there.
Oh, my dear Lord.
What section, though?
Okay, folks. We have to open up the vote.
I feel like I know who I'm voting for in this one. take that how you want.
See, what you guys don't realize is I'm going to create like 13 different YouTube IDs and vote all for mine.
Hang on, I need to make a community post that has nothing to do with this at all.
Whose stadium do you want to move on? What is it called? Half Moon?
The ballpark in Half Moon Bay. I know it's a short name. Nice and short for you.
Yeah, you're just eating up all my characters, but whatever. Or Cyclone Field V2.
The Battle of the Bays.
There's Half Moon Bay.
Did it actually fit the whole thing?
Yep, it did.
I think you get what, like 42 characters to work with?
36. Cyclone V2. Ballpark at Half Moon Bay, Sewell 21. Whoop. Forgot one more parentheses. Cyclone Field version 2 by Pfizer. Ladies and gentlemen, the poll for 2 Studio 44 Legends is live. Or 2 Stadium Creator Legends, I should say.
Jason says, what are we going to do now that Angel retired? First Joe West and now him? Yeah, I always wonder if they're going to go with like the robot umps. I know they're testing out the strike zone thing in the minor leagues.
Yeah, personally, I'm for it. If they want offense to increase, they really should do it.
I don't know. I'm kind of a traditionalist when it comes to baseball. I always enjoyed the human element of the game.
Well, how about this? I'm a fan of the challenge
I
system.
don't mind their reviews, but
how about the challenge system?
The challenges grew on me.
I was
kind of like, yeah, shit happens, but when it comes down like a big game moment, you can't just
right.
You can't have blown calls like that.
That freaking perfect game, you got to reverse that.
Oh yeah, that was a tough one. You know what's crazy though? That perfect game. Hold on, let me see. I'm gonna post the link back in there. The first time I saw the clip, it was the angle from kind of like behind home first base.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he was safe too, but when for the umpire's angle and like pretty much any other angle, clearly he was out. But I honestly don't knock the umpire for blowing that call. And he said he was sorry and he came out and said like he blew the call and he knew it.
Right, that's one umpire who actually did. I mean, no one's perfect; it happens. So
yeah, this is a tough one.
I mean, if the umpire's going to come out and say it, then you need to change it. Look at this. 5 votes already for your poll, Sewell. We have 11 on Bubba Gump and Yellow Banks version 3. We have 15 votes on Commonwealth Park between Carmen's Dad and Gopper Gaming. That vote is like neck and neck.
Yeah, that one's heated.
14 votes on Blue Ridge Park and Gotham City Central Park. 18 votes between Yellow Rock Park with Big Impact and Coca-Cola Park with J-Disc 98. So, while you are considering your votes for those stadiums, Sewell, who do I have to pair up next for some home run derby?
Let's pull it up. We have NY Mets 2006 against All Sports Are Fake.
Okay, stadium creator. I think it's called Met Stadium.
Yeah, that's the one I just showed on my last episode of Stadiums That Inspire. I didn't really call it that this time, but
yes,
that's basically what it is.
I showed it a long time ago, but it has changed quite a bit since then for the better. Although I did kind of like, I think in right center field, or not right center field, the right field corner, he had this big like tribute section to a lot of old school players for the Mets. But he took that out, and the park is still great. So left field, I think, is where he made the best improvements. Right field was pretty solid as it is, although I like how it looks now too.
You kidding over there?
There she goes again. Mets Stadium SC.
Scotty Warren says AAA, you can challenge balls and strikes. I have seen that.
Yes,
it's always the one league that they're. It's always one league that they're doing it in there. There's like their test league, and I can't remember which one it is.
Yeah, the where you can challenge ball and strikes, you hit the head on the thing. Garrett Cole got to do it.
Yeah.
Garrett Cole got to do it in Rochester. They're testing it there, and I love it. I think it makes the game interesting too, because not only, are you excited when they win, but it's cool that, you actually get to say, hey, come on, let's go.
Zach White, what's going on, man?
Zach, how's it going?
Chat.
We haven't seen your stadium yet, but it is surely coming soon.
Yeah, you haven't missed it yet.
Am I saving? Yes, I'm saving. That's what I need to do. Met Stadium is in. The other one I need is Cirques, right? Temple of Cirques.
Toss a player, toss a coach, toss a fan. What else? Did you see the those two guys from the Yankees?
Yeah.
That grabbed Mookie Betts. They're banned from every stadium for life.
Wow, that's crazy. They should.
Yeah.
You can't be grabbing players' arms, man. Come on.
Yeah, when they interviewed them too, like they acted like they didn't really do anything wrong, and it's just like I get going for the ball at first, but then when you grab onto a player's arm and you pull, like you're doing something stupid.
Yeah, he's literally tug of warring with the dude. Come on.
Yeah.
What's happening here? Okay.
Yeah, Gopper says the challenges for the balls and strikes are super quick too and super easy.
Yes, they are fast. They are clearly, shown as a ball and a strike.
It was like the when they're challenging in tennis. That's kind of what it reminds me of. If the ball's in or out.
Yep. So I'm all for the challenge system. If you're not going to do a call and strike, yeah, let's do it. I'm totally in. I'm totally on board. I think it's inevitable that it's coming.
Well, did you see the NFL ref that blew that call? He just got caught for basically cheating.
No, I didn't.
From the Lions game, yeah, I guess him and the crew got fined or something like that. They got some penalty. They're not allowed to do like playoff games anymore or something like that. But I guess they were taking money for like sports betting or something like that. Or it was something along those lines. But yeah, they said there was like their third time that crew has made like a flag or like thrown a flag that changed the outcome of the game that shouldn't have. And then I guess after an investigation, they found out there was a scandal with money involved and stuff like that.
Oy. Yeah, that's rough. Everyone trying to get theirs.
Yep. Oh, I was gonna check was who's the Vikings playing LA today, but they moved the game to Arizona.
Oh shit, I forgot about that. Now I don't remember getting an answer. I may have, and I just didn't notice it. Is that a normal thing to have a Monday night playoff game, or is that new this year?
I think it's new.
Yeah, I don't remember ever being a Monday night playoff game, but I mean, I'm not nearly as deep into football as a lot of people, so.
Yeah, I had a couple of buddies that worked. They were going to go to the game until they moved it to Arizona.
Now, why did they do it? Are the fires that close to Los Angeles?
Yeah, the fires are all over LA. It's
crazy. Oh, wow.
Like, all of LA is, like, not safe.
Ugh. Man, that's brutal.
So, yeah, a couple of my buddies had tickets, and I asked them because the game got moved. I was like, well, did they offer you guys tickets? And the offer that they got was actually pretty incredible. They were going to pay $350 a ticket to go to the game in LA, and they said they could have gotten tickets, but they couldn't make it work to go to Arizona because they all had to work the next day tomorrow.
Right.
But the offer that the stadium gave them was an upgrade at a discount, so they could have gotten 50-yard line, 6th row lower deck for $188. And I'm like, you should have just taken it and sold them on StubHub or something.
Right.
But I don't know. Maybe I think they said they had a problem. They couldn't resell them or something like that. Like they were, everybody got screened or something like that. There was some stipulation to it.
That brings up the 2016 World Series.
The best World Series of all time is what you meant to say.
Cleveland Indians versus Chicago White Sox. That's one of the most Chicago Cubs. That's one of the World Series I watched the most that was not Yankees involved. I heard that Cleveland was like selling tickets for like $500 a piece because neither team has been there. It was going to end a huge drought either way, with the Cubs or the Indians.
Yep.
As a Cleveland Indian fan, do you sell the tickets for a massive profit, or do you go and be involved in something that's a once in a lifetime opportunity?
Well, did you see that? Did you see the ratio of Cleveland to Chicago fans that were in the Game 7?
Was it mostly Chicago?
Yeah, it was like 86% Chicago fans for the ticket sales that were reported.
Wow, that ball almost made it up into that top deck.
So we almost went to that game. I was looking the morning before, thinking like, hey, I have the day off. I could drive to Cleveland. I'm in Chicago right now. Let's see what tickets are going for. It was like the cheapest ticket was standing room only, third deck in the outfield, $300. And I was like, I'll think about it. I went back to check 10 minutes later. The next lowest price, those tickets got bought. The next lowest price was like $600 a ticket.
Oh, wow.
I should have done it, but I had a good time. We watched it on TV, and my girlfriend made dinner, and yeah, it was pretty fun. And we could see Wrigley. We lived about 5 miles away from Wrigley, but we were on the top floor of a high rise at the time, and we could see Wrigley Field from where we were. And
oh, that's
after
fun.
they won it, you could see the scoreboard going off, and saying like, Cubs win, and yeah, it was pretty cool. It was a really fun time to be in Chicago, that's for sure.
What? How far a drive is it from Chicago to Wrigley, or to Cleveland?
It's a good question. I don't know. It's like a couple hours.
It's like 3 for me, 3 or 4.
That's it?
Yeah, it's not very far at all. Because I'm the western part. Well, the central part of New York.
Yeah, I guess I just didn't realize it was that close.
Yeah, 90. We get on the thruway, and 90 takes us right into Cleveland. Right to the. You can get off right at the stadium, pretty much.
So it was only 3 hours though?
3 or 4, 3.5, 4.5, something like that. It's not very long. Toronto's probably closer, but the drive is easier because you don't have to go through customs and all that shit. Plus the route I think is a little bit more direct. Once you get into like Niagara Falls, you gotta like wiggle your way around. I mean, I've been to Toronto so many times I could do it blindfold, but Cleveland's just as easy.
Yeah, I'm looking it up right now. It says, it's longer than I thought. This is 5.5 hours.
So that was Mets Stadium from New York Mets 2006. It was an awesome stadium he put together for his franchise mode where he always plays as the Mets. Fantastic job in right field with all those different layers. And then in left, he, messed with the balconies and the different layered stands out there too. A lot of brick, a lot of mixed concourse pieces out in right field with the tile and the white. I can't remember what it's called. Not the marble, but one of the other ones. And he...
Oh, terrazzo, right?
Yes, that's the one.
The bright white one?
He's going up against the Cirques. And this is another one that's brand new to Studio 44. He first showed the stadium maybe in the last video or the second to last Stadium Extravaganza video.
Before that. I think it was the last one, the last Extravaganza.
Speaking of Stadium Extravaganza videos, I'm going to say plan, because I know how things have been lately. I plan on recording my next Extravaganza video tomorrow. And then I should have the weekend to edit it and maybe get it up by Monday. That's my goal. And then Tuesday, we'll have the reveal show, which stadiums made it. Let's get Sherman Mosby back in here. We need a lefty now.
Yeah, I've started recording. I'm trying to pump out videos quicker too here with these going back to the shorter form. As much as I like doing those long ones, man, it's just so much editing. So I think going back and trying to catch up.
Yeah, you can tell that a lot of work goes into those. They look gorgeous. There she goes again. There she blows. The old nose.
Yeah, no kidding. Murph, you were rooting for Cleveland to win that one? What's wrong with you?
I wanted the Cubs to win in 2015. Oh, no.
15, they made a run, but they didn't make the World Series.
I wanted them to. Who won? Oh, if it was Mets Royals in 15. Yeah, because I wanted it. I wanted Back to the Future to be right.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
Cubs win the World Series against Miami?
Yeah, Miami.
Not that they could play Miami, but in the World Series. Here it is, the Cirques. This is just fun chaos to me. Very outside the box. A lot of different targets. Very creative, using the canoes as like headbands, and just using every single possible tool or piece that could fit in the theme. And I can only imagine how fun it is to play in here, especially at night with some of that stuff lit up. Pedro Tejada, he's another guy who was discovered through fast forwarding, maybe in someone else's league. I'm not sure if me and Mark summed sim to discover him, but he's a pretty big power guy.
That might be one of the craziest views from the batter's box that I've seen in a stadium.
Oh, absolutely. Super fun. You keep hitting them into those seats, though. I want to hit some different targets. That one's going to go off the batter's eye if it makes it out. Yes.
Ooh, wall scraper. That's a deep center.
425 out there. That one went a little higher off the batter's eye at 440. There we go. That's
good.
That's going to get in some aliens and some cats out there. Did my TV turn on again? Does anyone else have this problem? I think I brought it up before. My TV just randomly turns on by itself.
That's weird. I have a sound system that randomly turns off. I'm a Cards fan. I physically cannot root for the Cubs. See, there's a couple of the Cards players that I like. I really like Wilson Contreras.
I was going to be a Cubs fan for one day in 2020.
2020, the COVID year.
Yeah, when we had our tickets to see the Cubs play the Dodgers. I've been in the Cards Stadium a few times. It's really nice. We were in the Redbirds Club one time behind home plate. That was pretty cool. It was like 102 degrees out, so we got to hang out in there every once in a while and just in the air conditioning. It was pretty fun. Nice.
Braves fan says you have a ghost in your house.
Could be. It really could be.
As long as there's not a little girl coming out of the TV when it turns on. It's
right.
Static, isn't it?
No, it's not static. She's not climbing out of a well or anything. Second deck out there. Yeah, this stadium's fun. The big deck in left that you couldn't see before.
Yeah, this is cool. This is like, when you're going to theme a stadium and do something outside the box, this is the way to do it.
Yeah. I think All Sports Are Fake joined us for a live stream before. Maybe the stream when we announced the 3 stadiums. I think did I mention this yesterday or with you, Sewell? I want next year, I think, get the phone calls in when we have the one stadium decided. I think that might shorten the video a little bit longer. As fun as that was, I think
What do you mean the one stadium decided?
Everybody submits their 3 stadiums, right? And then we vote. I think I want to wait until I'll show all 3 stadiums, and then once everyone votes and gets the one stadium decided, then I'll have everybody call in and talk about that one stadium.
Oh, okay, yeah. Just kind of shorten things up.
Yeah.
Quicker.
Because next year, again, I mean, we more than doubled this year. Who knows what will happen next year? Hopefully the same type of thing, but
yeah.
Sherman Mosby.
Left field of those stairs there, that reminds me kind of Oakland.
Yeah.
Like the big stairs there on left.
Yep, absolutely. The only thing I like about Oakland Stadium is hitting home runs off those stairs and watching them bounce around. Sherman Mosby, the home run champion, and Cirques. Now, who will be the champion of this round? Will it be All Sports Are Fake, or will it be New York Mets 2006? Let's set up that poll.
Murph says, for some reason, the Heaton Bush is miserable. Not as bad as Old Bush with the turf. Well, I think what it is, man, is there's so many buildings around it that there's not a lot of air movement, and it keeps it pretty warm in there. Plus, like St. Louis in the summertime, that's a lot of humidity.
I want to go to St. Louis because I hear it's such a baseball town. I'm dying to go.
Yeah, St. Louis, it's just so cool in that little block there. Like it's a lot of fun. It's one of my favorite stadiums I've ever been to for sure.
Which stadium do you want to move on more? Mets Stadium.
I still haven't been to Boston, man. I want to do an East Coast trip. I want to hit up Boston, the New Yorks, Washington, Baltimore. There's a lot of good East Coast stadiums.
Yeah, the next New York trip for us will be hopefully a Citi Field trip to see the Yankees play the Mets in Citi Field, because we want to visit every stadium, and then hopefully the Yankees play in Yankee Stadium either before or after.
Well, I think if you can probably time it right where you could catch, because I'm sure, doesn't New York try to alternate
Usually,
when the Mets
yeah.
and the Yankees are away. Because
Usually.
Chicago used to do that all the time too. When the Cubs were in town, the White Sox were away, and vice versa. That's
Yeah,
usually how it was.
it's rare they're both on the road or both home. Mets Stadium 2006 from New York.
Versus the animated experience now. So like the what's the big restaurant that that's in St. Louis, and that prop that's in this game. We ate
steakhouse.
In there, the steakhouse. We ate in there, but we didn't get the seats on there. We had seats behind home plate. I usually try to get seats behind home plate whenever I visit a new stadium.
Yeah, those are usually the best seats in the house.
Yeah, the two out here that I haven't made it. I never made it to Oakland, but I don't really care that even though they're gone now, I don't need to see the Coliseum.
Yeah, I must say I won't miss that one, but I do feel for the people who love it and have grown up with it and will mix it.
Yeah, I feel bad for the A's fans for just having such a terrible owner in their organization, but it is what it is. But I was gonna say, yeah, I still haven't made it to San Francisco or Anaheim Stadium out here in California. We went to Petco a couple years ago. The Petco is awesome.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Petco and St. Louis kind of have similar vibes to me. Just kind of like that right in the middle of downtown. Great backdrop, great stadium. So cool.
Based on playing. Oh, well, I accidentally posted it, but that's okay. It's got all their names. I just didn't get to put a extra parenthesis around it. Oh no, it's not there yet. Okay, good. All right, so it's Temple, not Temples. Met Stadium, SC, or by New York Mets 2006, or Temple of the Cirques, all sports are fake. That matchup is now live. You may vote on that. And while you vote on that, I will load up the first stadium of our next duo, which is...
The next one is going to be, and pull it up here. We're skipping Young and Scotty Warner, right? We're saving them for last?
Saving them for last.
All right, then we got Texas Eggs 75 and Jace Chiff.
Ooh, two big heavy hitters.
Well, which one did Texas Eggs move on? I can't remember now. I look at so many of that guy's stadiums. He's got so many good ones.
The Caesars one, the Caesars Palace, I think.
Oh, yep. Yeah. His Vegas stadium.
He should be down on this list, too. He joined pretty late, I think. Yep, Caesars Palace.
Ooh, Pfizer and Sewell, we are neck and neck. We are at 50-50.
Crook by the book.
Karma's Dad and MD Baseball are also still locked at 50-50. We got to figure out what are we going to do in the case of a tie.
Oh, I don't know. We'll probably just have to, put up an emergency.
We just hope it doesn't happen.
Oh.
We'll figure it out later.
Or just put up an emergency poll. I keep forgetting you wanted me to move you over. There you go.
Crook by the book asks how you vote. So I posted a link right there. You might have to just copy and paste it. Otherwise, you can go to the community tab on Phil's channel for Studio 44.
Here, I can show you Crook by the book. You ready to watch? Here we go. I'm going to pull... Whoops, I made Sewell disappear. Here we go. I want to pull this up over Stadium Creator. And then I'll pull up my channel right here. You go to Studio 44, and then Home, Video, Shorts, Live, Playlist, or Community. Sometimes it says Posts. I've noticed that before. Either Community or Posts. You click on that, and then all the polls are right there. You just pick which one you want.
Yep.
And
if you join late, you can always go back later and rewatch the video or...
Right. Absolutely. Yep.
We do want to see as many votes as we can for each of these.
Absolutely, we do. So we're going to try to give it a week. If not more than 30 by the week, then I would assume that's as high as we're going to get.
Yeah.
So I'll try to remember to hit up the Discord. I want to hit up Arch's Discord too, the ATG guys, because I think some of them guys might have fun coming in and voting. But I thought it would be fun just to get more people involved.
I think we got a few of them too there, because I know some of those guys are in my Discord too, and they post once in a while. So
okay, we need... It's AR, right?
Like I told you before, I am throwing around the idea of starting a website, because you were talking about how we could maybe do a group with all the stadium creators.
Mm-hmm.
Just having it in one place. I might end up buying that domain name. and then having like my own website, maybe where we can kind of centralize everything. Where, we could even kind of host like the polls there and stuff like that. I don't know if it would work any better, but just kind of having like, I do know some stuff about website design. I started designing websites when I was about 13, so
I didn't design websites, but I had access to edit them when I was in radio. When I was a producer, I would, throw up links to content and pictures and stuff.
My problem is a lot of my information I know is old. I used to do it all by HTML coding, and there's just so many better ways to do it. I'm gonna look more into it, but we'll see. But it might be a good way, for like me and you, and I don't know if DCU Scope would want to get involved or any of those other guys.
Gopper Gaming,
we have like
Kitchen.
A spot for ATG if Gopper wants to do something.
That could be cool.
Yeah, just kind of one way to hang out and get everybody's content out there.
Yeah, Crook by the Book. I'm not sure if we know yet. Crook by the Book, if I'm not mistaken, you are all sports are fake, correct? Hopped on just in time to see his stadium played
That's
in.
been happening a lot tonight. People are jumping on right when we're.
Well, they might be in the background, and then they want to comment when they see that their stadium's up. What happened here? Did I not save it in the right spot? What's going on?
Yeah, so my prediction for a release date is going to be March 18th. That's my prediction. I think we'll get early access on the 14th of March.
Let's see.
Right around Phil's birthday, by the way.
Pooper, who's here? Yeah, March 18th is a Tuesday. It could be then. Or the 25th.
Yeah, I would think it's going to be either the 11th or the 18th, but I would kind of go with the 18th. Because I think they tend to go second half.
Yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, opening day is in March again this year, so it would be in March.
March 22nd for Skull and Bones.
And I've heard that there's going to be Switch 2 announcements coming up a Friday in January here.
There was a Switch 2 leak, I know.
Yeah, there was a bunch of stuff. Maybe Friday the 24th or Monday the 27th, and they're going to say that the Wii Switch or the Switch 2 will be out in March, coming with Mario Kart 9. I may have to stream some Mario Kart 9, guys.
Yeah, they went back on that because Mario Kart Infinite, well, 8 or Infinite, whatever you want to call it, that was supposed to be their last one. But,
what? They can't do that. That game's way too popular.
Well, no. What they were trying to do was saying, this is the last one you're going to have to buy, and we're just going to keep updating it. You won't have to spend money on a brand new game again. That was their original intent, and then they were like, oh, we can make so much more money.
See, if we had any Mario Karters or some Grand Theft Autoers, we can live stream us playing together. How fucking fun would that be, huh?
That'd be cool. I actually have 2 Nintendo Switches.
Yeah, me too. I have one, and my wife has one. I got one for my wife a couple days ago. Did I ever tell you my Wii Switch story? You guys, I keep saying Wii Switch because we have a PA choice, preferred activity. At the end of the school day, if you earn all your points for good behavior, you get to pick a preferred activity. Some people go to the gym. Some people go to art and music and, sing or whatever. Some people go to, there's a bunch of different things. And one of the options is we have Wiis and we have a Switch. You can go play video games for a half hour. So I keep calling it Wii Switch. But anyway, have you guys ever heard my Switch story? You guys have to tell me if I'm justified for this. Who am I looking up first, by the way, before I get into this story?
Oh, for the next matchup?
Yeah.
It was either Texas Eggs or Jace Chiff.
Oh, that's right. Jace Chiff is up next. So we just moved into this house, 2017. The Switch, we knew the Switch was coming, and it comes out. We're barely moved in. Our TV is literally sitting on the floor, and I'm like, do I really want to spend $300 on this thing after we just bought a freaking house, and we have to buy furniture and all this stuff to fit into the house? So I'm going back and forth. Do I want to go? Do I want to go? Do I want to go? I do some research. It turns out it's all sold out except for one place, which is about a half-hour drive for me. Let me find Jace Chiff Stadium, Chase Canyon. So I'm going back and forth. I'm going to go. And I'm talking like literally coat on, coat off, shoes on, shoes off. That back and forth about deciding whether I'm going to go or not. So finally I say, fuck it. Throw the shoes on. I call one last time to make sure they have some, and they say, yes, we do, and I'm off. I get to Walmart, which is where it is available, and I get in line, and the guy next to me, in front of me, says, dude, congratulations, you're the last one who's going to get one. I'm like, what? And he said, they told us how many units they have, and we counted it out, and I was the last one until you got here. You're going to get the last one. So a bunch of people showed up behind me, and this one guy says to me, the guy who's right behind me says, wait, what? And I told them that they think I'm going to get the last one. And he's like, are you kidding me? I promised my kid I was going to get one of these. Why does this have to happen? I had no idea this was going to happen. This is ridiculous. And he was like guilt tripping me. You know,
Yeah, they always try to push.
he's trying to make me get out of line, so I lose my Switch, and he gets the last one. I stayed put, and I literally did get the last one. Am I a dick for getting it? I don't have kids. This Switch was for me.
Hell no, you're not.
I brought this question up on Respect the Pick. But yeah, I always felt guilty about that, because if some kid
Don't feel guilty. People always try to pull that crap.
because some kid didn't get his Wii Switch or his Wii because I didn't.
No, it wasn't. Here's my deal. It wasn't because you didn't get out of line. It's because that guy was unprepared and he waited till the last minute, and whatever. Like, for it could be a million other reasons.
But I waited to the last minute. That's
Matter. You guys both waited till the last minute. You just waited till the second to last minute.
That's why the back and forth was such a big part of the story. Because if I would have said one more time, no, I'm not going to go, and then yes, that guy might have got the Switch before me. So it was.
Here's the other thing too that you don't look at. That guy might not even have a kid. He just wanted the Switch for himself.
That could be too.
You never know when people are coming with some BS stories and blah blah blah. I got this and I got this. It's like, yeah, well, you're unprepared in life. Then.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons I was like, oh, I'm sorry. I got here too. I drove a long way for it, and I'm here. If I'm gonna get one, I'm gonna get it. A bunch of people.
If you really want to get into it, the problem is the scalpers that go and they buy all of them, and it's so like, look at how many of those Switches went up on eBay for double the price.
Yeah, even more so with the PlayStation 5s.
When the original Nintendo Wii came out, I paid 160% of the price, I think, on eBay.
Oh wow! I got lucky.
I got it 4 days before it was released to the public.
Man,
it was pretty cool. I threw a party. I was in high school. I threw a Nintendo Wii party at my house.
Oh, that's gonna be fun, playing Wii Sports with all the buds. Come on.
Yeah. It was a Wii party. I'm like, hey, this game doesn't. This system's not even out for 4 days, but they shipped it to me early because I don't know if it was a developer who had it, but yeah, I think I paid like $500 or $600 for a $400 system.
I got lucky with my Wii. I have all the best stories for getting their consoles. But for the Wii, my wife wanted to buy it for me for either my birthday or Christmas. But they were really hard to get, and she was waiting in line. And I think she showed up one day, and it was like a day early or something, and like a manager like ripped her head off for it. Like, you're the 8th person to come in here and ask for a Wii. What the fuck? I don't know if he swore, but he's like apparently yelling at her because she showed up on the wrong day. So she went to a manager to complain about him, and he said, you know what? That's completely uncalled for. Let me go get you one. So she got one even though she wasn't there on the right day because the manager treated her like an asshole.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I started working at Best Buy, and now I got friends in corporate, and it's just not a problem for me to get a hold of that stuff.
Oh, I can imagine. Yeah, that's amazing.
Like this is how much of an inside track I have. So I got friends that work at corporate Best Buy because I worked for Best Buy for a little while, and a lot of those guys they moved up into better positions there. But when graphics card shortages were a thing, my buddy he's like, where? He goes, they know I move around a lot. And he's like, where are you living right now? And he goes, if you want to get a graphics card. He's like, this is the store, and this is how many they're gonna get, and like he could tell me which stores were getting graphics cards, which ones weren't, how many they were getting, and so I was like, I just had the upper hand, to be like, oh, okay, well, nobody in LA is getting one. If I want one, I got to go to Bakersfield.
Wow.
So yeah,
that's some
and
inside.
now they're usually just kind of like, yeah, well, we'll figure out a way to get you one.
That's some inside knowledge right there.
Yeah,
that's fantastic.
Can you create a stadium on the portable PlayStation? No, I don't think so.
Do they even have MLB The Show for PSP?
I don't know. But I think you have to have like the latest, either the current gen.
I have a PlayStation Portable, but that's just basically a TV for your PlayStation when you're not around it.
Oh, I guess, yeah, I don't know.
I bought it back
After I went
in
PC, I kind of stopped getting the consoles.
I bought it back in May, and I used it like twice. It didn't work that well, so.
Oh, you know, I was gonna tell you. So the reason I have 2 Nintendo Switches was, you know, the little Mario Kart RC controlled ones that you control from the
Oh,
Switch.
yeah.
Yeah, we got a Mario and Luigi one, and I wanted to be able to have us both race around the house. We went and bought the Switch with the OLED screen.
I knew it would happen. Here he is, Darrell. Hey, buddy, we played in your stadium a long time ago. I almost held off on it because I knew you'd be on later, but yeah, we played in your stadium.
He was one of the first ones, wasn't he?
Maybe the first. The absolute first. Him and I don't remember who he was going
he
up
was the
against.
first.
What's going on here?
Coca-Cola and Yellow Rock.
Yep. I think they were
was the very
first.
one we did.
My wife's nuking the factor meal. It smells really good right about now.
She's nuking a what?
A factor meal.
Oh, Factor.
Yeah, it's one of those meal.
Yeah.
They send them to you in the mail. I've lost 13 pounds over them, or thanks to them. Ruben Amaya, another big swing and miss guy, powerful, hitting lefty, first baseman catcher, a la Joe Mauer. Man, some big gaps in the stadium, but the playing field isn't what you're looking at this place. This place is just beautifully constructed. Again, very creative with the Egyptian type or classic type.
Yeah, and then I can't remember the name of that building, but it's a really good use. It has that like worn sandstone look to it. You know, like it's an unintended purpose that worked out really well.
I'm not sure I've ever played a game or even a home run derby in the Texas Ag Stadium before.
I've gone and checked out a lot of them because he's been in my showdowns and stuff too. I think he might have won. He did win one of the showdowns with the. I think he won the minor league park challenge.
Oh, okay.
Because I remember I had him as the. Usually when you win a showdown, I have you as the featured creator, and he was the featured creator right after that.
That ball's gone. Blammo. I don't know what the altitude of these stadiums are either. That could have effect. I should probably just.
Are you on arcade mode?
Nah,
or no?
I don't think so. I need to remember to keep switching them over. A lot of times I don't do arcade mode, or I get out of the habit of doing arcade mode because I want to, get a real feel for the stadium. And in arcade, everything's boosted a little bit.
Yeah.
But here I probably should do it to, show off the stadiums more. But all the pillars working and all the buildings will probably light up, and Steve Stewart's going to hit some balls out of this place, that. Perfect spots for all the people to, stand up there behind the gates, and the Caesars box up there in dead center field. And then what you'll never be able to see in a home run derby is the amazing work outside of the stadium. So if you're having a tough time voting, be fair, download the stadium and see what's going on the outside, or go back to one of the previous versions. I need to make a playlist for the 2024 Stadium of the Year contest so you can go through and find all the videos.
Yeah, a lot of people in the chat here are saying that the view from center field, or like the batter's box, not batter's box, the sky box, Caesar's box up there in center looks really cool.
Yeah. It has it surrounded, by the sandstone just to hide, the basics of that, luxury prop. It looks so good.
Yep. Yeah, he's got the cool custom architecture up there too. I've seen a few guys pull that off really well, where they're just using the concourse pieces to make their own. I mean, Gopper Gaming's one that does it. Texas Ags has done it a bunch of times. There's a few guys that are really good at making those concourse pieces into custom structures.
Well, Steve Stewart takes that one down. So that is Stadium 1. Texas Ags against, remind me of the second person again, please.
I forgot. Let me look it up again. Texas Ags, Jace Chiff.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Jason, yeah.
So, yeah, do yourself a favor and either download the stadium, check it out on the outside, or go back to one of the videos. Anything that says Stadium of the Year, I'm sure you get to see that video or that stadium showcased. Bobo Keita.
I have a link posted in Discord. I'm going to throw it in the chat too if you guys want to check it out. There is a website now for the bracket too that you can check it out and keep up to date with it.
Awesome. All right, I'm going to eat really quick.
From challenge.com. is where I made it. But when we updated it, it's a live bracket, so you can keep track of where everybody is or who you are in the bracket. You can kind of see who your potential matchups are. Unfortunately, the winner of J-Disc or Big Impact is going to have to go up against Murph first round. That's going to be a little rough.
Yeah, I would say that's a lot rough, but hey, they're good stadiums, so.
Yep, yeah, anybody can win. There are a lot of good stadiums in here. They're all pretty good.
Ruben Mesa. Where's Chris Morales? I feel like we haven't had him in a while. There we go. Okay, Jace Chiff. Stadium out in the Red Rocks.
This is the Canyon one, right? Chase Canyon?
With a beautiful brick and all the white trim and border and all that good stuff. Another excellent stadium. We're creeping down pretty good on this one, right? We're moving along a little bit better in some of the other videos, I think, right?
Oh yeah, our pace is really good. We're a little over halfway. So yeah, we have 13 total matchups to do today, and we're already through 6.
It drives me crazy in this game how sometimes when you're scrolling through options, how you can loop around. You know, if you go to the end, it just takes you right back to the beginning. But then with other menus, it stops at the end.
Oh, the one that drives me nuts is when I'm trying to do that in Stadium Creator, trying to go through the different categories, because I like to do turn of the century props a lot.
Yep.
And I can't just hit up and go to the bottom. I have to scroll all the way down.
Chris Morales is another one of those first time through. The first time,
a really cool, clean build too.
Yeah, the first time we ever simmed a league to create fake players, Chris Morales was involved with that. Chris Morales, Guillermo Vasquez, Adam Cullen, Twan Rosen, Ellis Rowe, all those guys. And he's hitting home runs off the bricks all over the place in center field. There we go. Pull the ball, Chris. I love the laser ribbon right above the home run fence. That looks great. Embedded into the wall there. And then the luxury seating or luxury plaza. That one's going into the trees.
This is another tough choice. They're so different, but they're both really cool.
Well, Texas Eggs and Jace Chiff are two of my favorites. Off the scoreboard, 451.
I love left field how that the seats are covered, kind of in that little cove.
Yep.
Or whatever you want to call it. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's got the clubhouse and doubled by the brick on top.
I say the one consistent thing we've seen too is that everybody's stadiums look pretty cool from the batter's box.
Absolutely.
They all got really nice views.
And I think I mentioned this when we first showed it. I love how the roof goes right into the rock of the stadium. I think that looks cool.
Yeah, it's just built into the canyon.
Get one up on that roof. I want one on that roof, damn it. Ah.
See, Braves fan says another thing is when you're choosing a wall template, every time you click the wall, it takes you to the top every time.
But something similar that drives me crazy is what brought it up to me is when you're clicking through the home run derby to get it started, it's so annoying. X for everything to move on. And then in the one screen, you got to hit start and then back to X. So stupid. I don't know why it bugs me so much, but it just seems like one button should do all that. As Sammy Reed is putting balls over the Chase Canyon Park sign, that looks great. That illuminated lettering over or on top of the brick. There he goes, back up on the roof again.
Everything is like everything. All the letters are perfectly spaced evenly too. That that takes time.
And mine, half of them are like dug into the brick, and half of them are like floating off the brick, and some of them are cockeyed. I need to spend more time on my lettering.
Well, the thing that's easiest to do for me is if I kind of know what I want it to say, I'll hit the align button so that it's flat and like the same thing, and then I'll use the letter A and I'll just paste it all the way across, and then I'll take out the letters in the middle and just change the letters individually so that they're all evenly spaced out. It works pretty well, except for if you have like an O or a C with the neon lights, those are a little bit bigger. So
yeah, I hate that.
Throw it off.
They like
The other thing too is the
they
O and the
stick up.
C. They're bigger than the other
Yeah.
two, than the other letters, so they'll sit a little bit higher or lower than the others.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what a beautiful clean build. All the brick, blending into the red rock behind it. Jace Chiff, he's got some amazing stuff. I really like his stadiums. I think he's been around since day one too. So it's time.
Really?
I think so. I think you can look him up in the 21 version of the game.
Oh, interesting. I feel like I'm one of the later guys. I came after everybody. It seems like everybody's been building since 21, 22, and
Well, the main reason I was in a rush to get a PlayStation 5 is because I heard that. Well, I mean, they came out in what, November 19 or something like that, November of 19. So I had all those months up until March when I finally got mine. But I was desperate to get one because I heard you could make.
and I don't know how I didn't hear about that either, because I didn't. Like I said, as soon as I found out that it was a thing, and that was back in August of 23 or July, something like that, I was like, "What, really? Let's go check that out." So I didn't even. It was off my radar for 2 whole years, basically.
Okay, we are off to create the poll for Jace Chiff and Texas Eggs. 2 all-stars for sure.
I know we say it every time, but this is another tough one.
Yeah.
Ooh, we might get lucky. We don't have any ties going on right now. There are a couple that are within a vote or two of each other, but currently no ties. I just saw on mine that you just put the ballpark in half moon so that it fit.
Yeah, it was tight in there.
Yeah.
Texas Eggs and Chase Canyon.
Ooh. You got demo mode going now here, I see.
Oh, demo mode. This fucking show. Texas Eggs joined late. I'm sorry, bear with me, fellas.
No, you're good. I think your internet might be slowing down a little bit. I'm getting some lag. Looks like on stream a little bit.
Oh, I wonder if it's because the wife's got the TV on now. She's watching crap Bang Theory.
You don't like Big Bang Theory?
Oh, it's god awful. One of the worst, incredibly popular
thought it
shows
was decent.
ever to exist. It's yet to make me laugh.
No, just not a fan.
Yeah, and people, 'cause
Anybody else that's watching the stream right now? Are you getting any lag, or is it just me on my end? I don't know which way it's going.
I'm a nerd too. I show up to work in my Star Wars shirts and my Superman shirts and my Batman shirts. So everyone's like, "Oh man, that episode of Big Bang Theory." I'm like, "Ugh, I didn't watch it. I haven't seen that one." You don't watch Bang Theory? I hate it. You hate Big Bang Theory? I think you would love it. Just because I wear a Batman shirt, I'm supposed to like that freaking show? Oh my god, it's terrible.
Yeah, I enjoyed it for the most part. I'm not gonna say it's my favorite show, but it's not bad.
Jace. I think it's most people are you love it or you hate it. You sound like one of those rare in-betweeners.
I mean, like, I'm more in favor of than against it.
Caesar's Palace, Texas Ag, 75, Chase Canyon, Chase Chiff, Chase Canyon Park. There we go, fellas. The next vote is now live. Caesar's Palace or Chase Canyon Park, Texas Ags and Chase Chiff. We also are out of Met Stadium or Temple of the Cirques. We also want to find out if you want if you want Sewell to move on or if you want Pfizer to move on. You're neck and neck, you two. Which stadium should move on? Bubba Gump or Yellow Banks version 3? Jedi Yank giving us Bubba Gump,
That was
and
neck and neck too.
yep, and Slick 10 2544
These are real close.
from Slick for Yellow Banks Park, Commonwealth Park from Carmen's dad, and Hyatt Park, another one neck and neck at 19 votes. Who should move on in that duo? Blue Ridge and Mo. I'm sorry, Blue Ridge from Braves fan and Gotham
Cool.
City Central from Mo.
Here's somebody's
What's that?
sneezing on your end now. Oh,
What? Oh yeah, my wife just sneezed in there.
I think I heard your wife sneeze.
This, unfortunately for Mo 2179, this one's a little bit more lopsided, with Blue Ridge Lake Park from Braves fan getting 88% of the vote. And then another fairly close one, Yellow Rock Park from Big Impact. He is up against Coca-Cola Park. He has a slight lead at 20 votes. And that, I think, is where we're maxed out. I want to hit at least 50 votes for all these. So come on, people. Get out there and vote. Let's see who's moving on to round 2 of the 2024 Stadium of the Year contest. And while you think about who you're going to vote for, I will ask Sewell which duel needs to be brought up next.
Yeah, I just want to throw it out there. There's a couple of guys in the chat saying they're getting quite a bit of lag. Hopefully that's going to clear up pretty quick here.
Okay, yes, definitely.
Hello,
my sweetheart.
The next
You were on the phone, in all fairness to me.
Jason, you missed it. The voting is going to go for a week, so either Sunday or Monday we're going to close the voting. So you have some time to check it out, go into each stadium, pick them apart, see what you like better. So yeah, you got until I don't know if Phil said Sunday or Monday, but it's going to be about a week because we're going to stream again next Tuesday and do the next round, announce the winners, and we're planning for next Tuesday to do another live stream like this together.
Yeah, I don't know if it'll be Home Run Derby or...
Pfizer and Sewell going blow for blow. Yeah, we're 50-50.
A lot of people are going blow for blow. This is
I don't know, we'll figure something out.
such a tight contest. It's going very, very well. Everybody, there's one that's pretty lopsided. Other than that, it's pretty close all the way around so far. So remind me again, Sewell, I'm sorry. Who's up next?
We got Sith Lord Slither versus Fresh 1X.
Okay, so we need Shark Tank Park and we need Garden State Park. Pedro, if you're still here, I'm definitely going to take your advice on those Fort Lauderdale places. We were talking about jalapeno. What is it? Jalopy? What is it called? The Italian ice cream. Gelato.
Gelato?
Yeah, I found some.
Gelato? Who is that?
I found some in Miami, a place in Miami, before we took off on our cruise, and oh my god, it was amazing. It was almost better than Cold Stone Creamery. So I got to look for that place when I'm down in Miami. I've been laying off the sweets for the most part the last couple months to lose some of them lbs. But I was bad yesterday. I bought some Oreos for the Bills game. Gotta have some Oreos or something for the Bills game, right? And I'm in no hurry. I just want to, be in better shape. But if I go too hardcore, I'll just crash and bail on it altogether. So,
Yeah.
all right.
I try to eat healthier, but it doesn't always work out. I have it where my girlfriend cooks quite a bit, and not blaming her or anything, but we did move to California twice. Both times I moved 6 weeks before she did, and in those 6 weeks I lost about 10 pounds. And then when she moved back, it was like, whoop, right back.
Really? You find the wife cooking or the girlfriend cooking
I just said I'm not blaming you.
hurts the weight loss? I would think the more eating at home would help it because you're using better.
No, we eat terrible.
I think everybody does.
It's like pizza, nachos. We make pastas. It's all really good food. But the other thing too is I can eat a lot of food at one time too.
Listen, if you don't appreciate her cooking, send her over here. She can cook for me. If I want a home cooked meal, I have to cook it.
She's gonna make nachos again tonight. Oh, heard that one.
Everyone.
No, so the reason that I lose weight when she's like in another state is because I'm lazy. I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'm gonna have a bowl of cereal in the morning and a sandwich and chips at night, and that's all I'll eat that day.
Well, to be honest, these streams keep me busy too. Today I happened to eat before, but a lot of times I'll eat lunch, and then if I get on a stream at like 4 or 5 o'clock, I'll be on till 10 or 11 midnight, and then won't want to eat but before bed. So it'll help me, like accidental fasting. So there he is, Pedro Figueroa. So babe, when we're in Fort Lauderdale, we got to go to Hollywood Beach. He doesn't know if there's gelato down there or not. I wish I knew what the name of that gelato place was. All right, did I download Garden State, or what am I looking for? Oh, I'm looking for Shark Tank. There it is. Okay, I got to save it. Or did I already save it? I'm sorry. Sidetracked. I'm sidetracked again. Okay, there it is. It is saved.
I just want to ask the guys in the chat here. Does it look like the stream cleared up for you guys? Because I think on my end it looks like it picked back up.
Okay.
I think we're doing okay.
Yeah, there was a time where you sounded a little robotic because of the stream slowing down. It might be because my wife's streaming in the other room now. I can make some good Sloppy Joe. Sloppy Joe, sloppy Joe, yeah. What's going on here?
I know how you kids like them sloppy.
I freaking love Billy Madison.
Oh, what's your take on this? Maybe you don't have one, but Happy Gilmore 2, is it going to be good or is it going to be a disaster?
It'll probably end up being a disaster, but I got my fingers crossed for it. I'm hopeful.
Kind of what I'm thinking too. I think the nostalgia's kind of gone.
Like I was with Beetlejuice, and like I was for all these, like Dumb and Dumber 2, all those movies that, were classics back in the day, and then they come around and, do a sequel for it years later. You're hopeful, but they always end up being a disappointment. Now I'm looking for Garden State. Garden State has an amazing chance of winning this, if you ask me. Sometimes you look at the thumbnail and you think, "Oh, it's."
I think it is.
You look at it and you think, "Oh, it's pretty standard," and then you get in here and it's like, "Holy hell! This stadium is absolutely gorgeous." All the layers in left field, the fountain over there, using the other fountain to block off the crappy parts of the other fountain. It looks amazing. And then on Shark Tank's park, so fun how he used all the local references and the neon from the new props to give you a Miami vibe, and the custom DJ booth up there in right field. A lot of fun there too. So this is another fun showdown.
DJ booth, I remember that. Yeah, where he used the was it the trash can, the top of the trash can for like the discs or something like that. I can't remember what it was.
Yeah, I think it might have been the trash cans for records.
It was the top of the new light, right?
It might have been records or garbage cans.
Well, I know it was records, but it was the garbage cans. Okay, I thought it was either garbage cans or the top of a new light that we got with the turn of the century pack, but I couldn't remember. JS is joining us in the chat now. He says day one confirmed, catching up now.
This is Jace Chiff, right? JS is Jace Chiff.
Jace Chiff, is he JS?
I think so. I could be wrong. Jamar York. Let's go with Twan. We haven't. Oh no, let's get Jordan Frazier in here. Jordan Frazier guy, we tried to say, ooh, let's build up Jordan Frazier. Let's make him really good, and he just never caught on. And there should be a pretty good, decent lefty in the A's. I guess not.
Yeah, I'm starting to get hungry now. We're talking about all this food.
Yeah, my wife's food smells amazing. What are you eating in there, babe?
The green chicken chili one.
Oh, okay. I didn't have lunch today because I got back from the farm late.
Oh, but I didn't eat lunch either.
Fucking go.
Yeah, no, I was waiting for you to get set up. I went super healthy today and got McDonald's.
The stupid goat at the farm
Gotta give me those chicken nuggets.
ran me up against the freaking door. Stupid asshole goat. I'm glad you find it funny. My nuts didn't find it funny.
That's a stupid goat to do that. You should know better if you're going.
He did use the light for the records. Okay, that's what I.
His name is Carl. What kind of goat?
Yeah, Phil. Yeah,
His name is Carl.
Pedro said it was a light for the records.
Oh, okay. All right, Shark Tank was up first, right?
What kind of goat's name isn't Carl?
He's actually he's a funny looking goat. He looks up at you and you see his teeth, and they look like human teeth. And like when you see like those TikTok videos or the Instagram videos, whatever, where they put funny teeth in a dog's mouth, it looks like that. Freaking Carl. Phil, if I make one request for you when you do my ballpark, could you have either Corey Seager or Adolis Garcia in my Parks Home Run Derby? Yeah, I mean, I've been using Ricky Davis League guys, but sure, I can use real players. Big Mac, Sluggish Moth is in. How's it going? Sorry, I haven't paid much of attention to the chat board. I appreciate you. So as Ruben Amaya steps back up, he's trying to hit that DJ booth. Wants to cause his own record scratch.
Babe, this might be the best factor meal I've ever had.
Really, it sure smells good. My lord. I had leftovers, babe. I had your quesadillas and my mozzarella stick. But the DJ...
Looks like we're getting quite a bit of lag again here.
Do you know what that DJ's favorite pasta sauce is?
Nope.
Marinara?
I was gonna say marinara, but I didn't know exactly how the way that was gonna go. I was gonna say marinara.
That's one of my favorite jokes of all time. I made all my bosses at school laugh their asses off with that joke.
That's a good one.
It is a very good one. Marinara?
What's the question? What's the DJ's favorite
Pasta sauce. Yep.
Yeah, I don't know if we can fix that. Zach, just a couple of guys think we get some pretty bad lag going on.
All right. Sorry,
Yeah, I'm
guys.
seeing it too.
Usually we do pretty good when the wife's in there watching TV and I got the game on. I hear the wind picking up. I wonder if something's hurting outside. Jordan Frazier. Power hitting center fielder. Definitely better against lefties. Hits one out into that fun little waiting lazy river pool thing. Got to have some kind of pool in a stadium in Miami, right? Love to get back to Miami to take off from another cruise.
Yeah, I'd like to see Miami. The Miami Stadium is one of those when they first built it, I was like, I don't really need to go to that one. But now I do kind of want to see it. They've done some renovations.
Yeah,
Better.
I like that they turned everything blue. You guys know what I feel about the stupid green. Everything used to be green, and they had that god awful sculpture
like
thing
multi-
out there. And was it PETA who gave him crap about the fish behind the home plate? I thought that was really cool. But I mean, I get it. If you're endangering fish, you can't.
Well, yeah, they even showed that they were so protected, they were totally fine.
So yeah, I just think it looks better with the blue now, and they dialed up that left field concourse or whatever that deck is called, and then that little club area right behind the home run fence there.
Right below left field. That's cool.
I'm not crazy about center field. The wall shape was kind of awkward, and the way it curved around or something, or kind of didn't it curve and then go straight at one point? I don't remember. But it's deep too. It's hard to hit a home run there, if I'm not mistaken. Although Giancarlo Stanton never seemed to have a problem. All right, there it is, Shark Tank Park from Sith Lord Slither, a fantastic stadium. And as I've said before, showing that park, it gives me old school cookie cutter vibes with futuristic props, so it makes it look much cooler. So fantastic stadium. Pedro, if you're still here. Yep, there he is. Pedro Figueroa way up at the top there.
Yeah, Pfizer, I'm not sure there's anything we can do about the stream being laggy right now.
I'm sorry. You have cake. Who's up next? Garden State. You're lucky I didn't eat that too. Oh shit. Porfy. Would Porfy be hitting left-handed? Let's see. Yeah, he's batting switch, so he'll probably hit lefty. We'll bust out Porfy. Porfy's got some power, switch hitter. Take him over to New Jersey where he can hit some home runs, maybe into that fountain. Shit, maybe I should have got a big gun to make sure I hit some in that fountain. So, Doug, I think...
Did you put on arcade mode?
Shit. Do I still have the choice to do that?
I don't remember when it asks you. I think after you do stadium selection, maybe.
There we go. I'll put it in arcade mode, make sure I get
Yeah,
some
there
in
you go.
that fountain.
Uh-oh. You still hear me, Phil? Hello?
I've been on mute. How long have I been on mute?
I was gonna say, like, I couldn't. You were kind of cutting in and out. I know. I heard you 2 seconds ago, but then you kind of cut out. So it just was probably like half a second.
Oh, okay. All right.
But I thought it was just from like the lagging.
Yeah, I was on mute. I probably hit the button when I moved the mic
The
closer.
stream looks like it's not lagging too much. I'm getting lag when
Porfy.
I'm watching you on like on OBS.
There it
but
goes.
on stream, it looks okay.
The first shot right into the fountain as it bounces and just sits there. They got to make it like bob up and down a little bit at least, right? It's going to plunk and then plop back up, won't it? And then that little terrace up top, outstanding. Yeah, this stadium is freaking amazing. Using the new batter's eye, got the structure up there. He has like a custom-made luxury seating that goes all the way around. Doug's is still in here, right? Or he was recently.
Yeah. And can you guys
There he
hear
is.
us? Two people just said sound is no good.
Sound is no good still? I did turn the mic back on.
I don't know. I know they're about 10 seconds behind us. So
That one's going up on that top deck.
okay, I'm watching the stream over on my other monitor here. It looks like it looks a little smoother now.
Okay. I'm sorry, fellas. My internet says no
I'd say
good
worst
right
comes to
now.
worst after this matchup, we could try and we could probably end the stream and then just try and reboot it back up and see if that helps at all. Like when I'm watching you on OBS here on Streamlabs, it's real choppy, but I think on stream it looks like it's doing okay. Oh no, everybody's saying they can hear us, but the feed is really choppy.
Oh no.
So maybe after this stadium,
Start over.
maybe we should just
Maybe I should re-hit in the stadium.
Well, yeah, just end the stream and then restart it like immediately. Let's see if it's just like a connection problem, or maybe if you got to do like a restart. We can take like a 15-minute break too.
Yeah, I can use the bathroom. We'll give the wife a peck on the cheek.
Then turn the TV off and hide the remote.
I should try to start her car again too. My brother jumped it when he dropped me off today, and we got it working. So hopefully it's just the fact that it's an old car and she hasn't driven it all weekend, and then she tried it in the cold on a Monday morning. Man, all those layers up there in left field. I don't know if you guys can see them, but they're just amazing. He has
Yeah, this stadium is pretty nuts.
He has the.
This honestly might be my favorite stadium in the competition so far.
He has the random dinosaur walls placed in different spots that it gives you a nice unique look, much like Texas Ag's arch and Dylan Clark's going to run away with this. He's got plenty of time to hit 2 more home runs. He is reaching that custom luxury section with ease. And there goes another blast to win it. Could that make it over the luxury, off the window of the luxury? So how's it going? Does it still seem choppy? Either way, we'll cut in and out. There is lag and it's good now. It's extremely choppy. I can hear both. Sound is off. Sound no good. Use judge.